Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is a word of caution regarding watching pick a card love readings. So while there is nothing inherently wrong with wanting to know where you stand with the love interest on your mind, the reason why you're wanting to know where you stand with them matters greatly, as it can greatly impact your mental and emotional well-being. So a very good question to ask yourself when it comes to why you're watching pick a card love readings is, am I simply curious or am I actually clinging? Holding on to hope isn't always a good thing, especially if it's keeping you stuck in limerence or in codependence. The last thing I want to do is to enable limerence and codependence with the content that I create. I want to help you create a life in which you're truly thriving, not keep you stuck in survival mode. And I know how it all works because I've been there. So this is where grace, knowledge, understanding, and compassion come in. It's okay if the only way you're able to self-soothe in this moment is by way of participating in coping mechanisms, distractions, and the like. As long as you're also doing yourself a favor by learning how to heal the wounding that has been fueling any limerence and or codependent patterns that you might have. My promise to you is that as you heal the wounding, your dependency on your SP, which means specific person, aka the person on your mind, or your ex, will begin to dissolve naturally, to the point where you're not even curious about what they're thinking and how they're feeling about you anymore. I know this to be true from personal experience. When you're ready to start healing the wounding, I have some amazing resources to get you going. My personal recommendation is to start with 2 videos, how to stop manifesting separation, and then the other one is called Releasing the Wants. Both videos will be linked in the description box below. My heart is always with you guys, and with that I bid you more happy viewing. Love, Michelle. Hey Pile One, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We're doing another pick a card love reading, and this is the confusing love connection. It's one of my most favorite pick a card readings to do and personal readings to do. It's very in-depth. By the end of this reading, you'll be very clear on where you stand with your person, what's going on with them, all the good stuff. If you want to know exactly the questions that we're going to be asking in this reading, what we're going to be covering, just check the description box. I put the outline there. Otherwise, you can just kick back and, relax and enjoy the reading as it's unfolding. Keep in mind, you guys, it's a general reading, so anything that resonates, you can definitely claim it, take it, run with it. If something's not resonating, just drop it and leave it behind for whomever it might be resonating for. All right, you guys? And again, I do have this exact reading in this exact format available as a personal reading if you would like for me to exclusively tap into yours and your person's situation. Yeah, so go check it out. The booking details are in the description box below. It's got its own listing. It says Confusing Love Connection. All right, you guys? All right, we are going to get started. Pile One, you guys were drawn to the Hematite and Red Jasper. Red Jasper and Hematite stone. Okay, let's see. So the overall energy of your person towards you in this connection, we have a leg up. A heart-to-heart conversation. So you guys might be having, or your person might be wanting to possibly clear things up. It says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So yeah, this kind of feels like maybe your person wanting to, again, can you even see this? No, not really. That's okay. We'll just leave it like that. Your person maybe wanting to have some kind of a very defining conversation about your guys' connection or just with you overall. Okay. Let's find out what's going on with the leg up. The number 34 may be significant to this connection, possibly the number 7. 34. It says receiving, okay, essential meaning says receiving help, delegating authority, and interdependence. Okay. Let's see, relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow other people to support you just as long as you are there. Oh, just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs And I ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask and it is given. Oh, okay, I see. I'm picking up some Six of Pentacles energy. Yeah, definitely a conversation that your person is wanting to have with you. Pile one, they may be, again, wanting some kind of clarification or maybe wanting to clarify their relationship. Reciprocity, your person is wanting to figure out how you guys can get on the same page about something. Your person wanting to know what makes you happy, what feeds your fire, what makes you feel safe, and vice versa. Like, how can you guys, come together, like a mutual understanding. There may even be some talks of like a compromise or something like that in there. Okay. First, now we're going to find out where you stand with your person. Pile one's person. Where does pile one stand with you? Okay, we got engagement ring, but it's showing up in the reverse. Pile one's person. Where does pile one stand with you? There's a lot of iffy energy coming through in your person. Okay, that might be why they're wanting to have some kind of a conversation, because something feels up in the air. Okay, let's get one more. Where does pile one stand with you? Pile one's person. Keys on a ring, but showing up in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have healthy choices. Let's see what's going on here. This conversation, your person is definitely wanting to talk, okay? I mean, it's literally right here. It's coming out on the board. The only problem is, and I will clarify to see what's going on with it, that conversation might be delayed for some reason, okay? But again, your person is wanting to talk about things. We got engagement ring, but it's showing up in the reverse. Okay, I'm just going to have to start clarifying. Let me find out what's going on with keys and a ring. Okay, your person with healthy choice is showing up at the back of the deck. They're just wanting to do what's best for everybody involved, okay? What's best for you, what's best for them. Keys on a ring in the reverse. Okay. In the upright position, it says many options, decision. Okay, so this is feels like your person holding off on a decision until they've talked to you first. Okay, so it's almost like, where your person stands with this connection, just it's up in the air. They're not sure until they get some kind of feedback or information from you. Healthy choices at the bottom of the deck says making healthy choices in life and in love. Self-love, self-care, being happier. Okay, let's find out. Let's see. Pile one's person. Tell me more about engagement ring in the reverse. And I do want to note that I just saw a fire truck pass by here. Didn't have their lights on though. It's something about checking the health of this connection. Maybe the two of you getting together, having a serious heart-to-heart talk. Like, what can we do? Is there anything that we can do to maybe mend things? That can also talk about diagnostics. Let's get down to the bottom of this. What is there anything here that might be able to be salvaged? It's that kind of an energy coming through. Engagement ring in the reverse. Ooh, okay, with the Fool in the reverse. Okay, so Aries, Aquarius energy coming out. Okay, yeah. With the engagement ring in the reverse, this may have been a connection that was headed in that direction, or this could just be like maybe, that's on pause. The engagement ring in the upright position can talk about taking things to the next level, getting engaged. And that might be what's up in the air where your person is concerned, pile one. They don't know. There's something that they're looking for. Some kind of information, some kind of knowledge. But it almost feels like they're not sure if maybe things can work in that direction. With the Fool in the reverse position, that's them not necessarily almost feeling scared. There's kind of a scaredy cat energy coming through. Very I'm hearing pensive. Not necessarily at this point in time. Yeah, because we have the Two of Pentacles, which can also talk about, well, yeah, weighing options. Okay, now I'm not talking about third parties. It doesn't feel like that's what it is. Right now, where your person's concerned, where you stand with them, is they're feeling a little bit oh, what's the word that's wanting to come through? They're hesitating, taking things to the next level. Hesitating, getting engaged. Mainly it's hesitation, taking things to the next level, okay, with the Fool in the reverse. They're scared about something when it comes to this connection. What is that? What's causing hesitancy here? Call one's person. What's at the heart of the hesitancy? What's driving that? Obviously it's fear, but what is it? Okay. And I'll find out what's going on with the Hermit in the reverse, but they're tapping into something intuitively. Why is the Hermit in the reverse? It may not just, okay, hold on. What's going on with the Hermit in the reverse? It could just be like your person feeling like now, maybe now isn't the time. They could be going through some kind of a hermit phase right now. Tell me what's going on with the Hermit in the reverse. Okay. Yeah. All right. It isn't you, okay? It's not, their hesitancy isn't coming from a space. Okay. So the reason why your person might be feeling a little bit guarded is coming through. Kind of holding back, right? I'm having a hard time finding the word for it, but you know, there's definitely this energy of your person being very hesitant and very, not timid as in shy, but it's almost like not ready to pull the trigger on taking things to the next level. And the reason why that is because your person doesn't feel ready. It's them. It's a them thing, not a you thing, pile one. Okay, with the High Priestess here, they're coming from a genuine space. They're really looking at things, and you know, whether they are aware of this or not, they are actually being intuitively guided to hang back a minute, because with the Hermit in the reverse, your person is going through some kind of an inward reflection. They're really looking at things. This may be them kind of looking at how they've contributed to, you know, past patterns of relationships and stuff, you know. Yeah, and that might be what that heart-to-heart conversation is, but I feel like that conversation's not going to happen until after they figured something about themselves out. They're figuring out themselves right now. With the Hermit in the reverse, it's like now's not the time to come out of hermit mode yet. Whatever it is they're reflecting on, like inner work, it's not done yet. And what's being worked on is the Emperor in the reverse. Your person, it's like they're not ready. They do have the makings of that divine masculine energy. They do have the makings of an emperor, but you know, they're not there yet. Okay. And your person, they know that. That's why they're feeling this hesitancy, this resistance to committing fully to this connection for where you stand with them. Okay. That's why they're not ready to talk yet. Your person has to figure out first, like, who they are. They know what they want, but they're being keyed in and clued in to their own, like, the ways that they've contributed, like the ways they may have self-sabotaged, how they may have contributed to failures of past relationships like that. And I feel like your person's not wanting to, you know, start anything else up without fully knowing how not to repeat some of those past patterns again. Okay. And so that heart-to-heart conversation is being held off, I'm hearing, until further notice. Okay. That conversation, they do want to have it. I do feel like that conversation is coming, but that conversation cannot happen until your person first gets a really good grasp on who they are, what they can offer, you know, stuff like that. Tell me more about keys on a ring in the reverse. We've got the 8 of Cups. Okay. They do know that they do want to return. Where you stand with this person. So for a lot of you, this is a connection that might be in separation, or you don't talk, or it could be, you know, communication could be very sporadic. You know, there's all kinds of indicators here that this is not a like everyday kind of a connection, right? Even if you guys do talk every day, for that's energy's not the strongest, but for those of you where that might be, there's just a lot of inconsistency in your person's energy right now. A lot of instability, and they're trying to get a handle on that. Okay. But your person does know, like, even if they have taken a hiatus away from this connection, they do have every intention of coming back for where you stand with them. Okay. With the 8 of Cups in the reverse, they are coming back. The 8 of Cups in the upright position is a precursor to Hermit energy, all right? It's, you know, leaving everything that may have been emotionally draining and depleting, to go up that mountain in solitude, to do some self-reflection, to figure out how to restore those cups to their, you know, previous abundance. Learning how to fill your own cup. And I feel like that's where your person is at right now, okay? Anything else to add about keys on a ring being in the reverse? Or clarify keys on a ring in the reverse. Yeah. This is not them. So them not talking to you doesn't have anything to do with them talking to other people. Okay. It's not that. It's not, it has everything to do. Your person, I feel like, is spending a lot of time in solitude right now. Really trying to get down to the nitty gritty of who they are, why they do the things they do. Why do they keep getting in their own way, you know, in certain circumstances, you know, relationships included. Once they've figured that out, or at least kind of gotten somewhat of a grasp on that, that's when they're going to return. This is a timeless reading. So, you know, Hermit energy is Virgo energy that's largely coming through. So, you know, Virgo season could be when you might be hearing from them again. Leo is also here. So it could be you might be hearing from them on the Leo-Virgo cusp. You could, all right, so what's the Leo-Virgo cusp? Is that in, that's in August, yeah. Around August 20th, 21st, 22nd, the Leo-Virgo cusp. We also had Aries and Aquarius come out earlier. All right, let's see what else. Now we're going to find out what their thoughts and feelings are towards you. Pile 1's person. Tell Pile 1 your honest thoughts and feelings towards them, please. One more shuffle. Your honest thoughts and feelings towards Pile 1, please. I'm hearing one more. All right. One more shuffle. All right. Pile 1's person. Tell Pile 1 your honest thoughts and feelings towards them in the connection, please. Their energy is really quiet when it comes to stuff like this because I don't feel like they got a good grasp on it. There's so much that's up in the air when it comes to your person. There we go. Yeah, we were moving too fast. Okay. Let's get some more. We're going to get 6 of these total. Tell me more about your thoughts and feelings towards Pile 1, please. We got love bombing, gaslighting. This card is on, it's on the side though. So the other side of that says I meant what I said. Let's get the rest of these out. Tell me more about your real thoughts and feelings towards Paul. I mean, it's favoring the side that says love bombing, gaslighting, okay? This feels like what your person is questioning about themselves though. So your person is having a very difficult time figuring out what it is. Like, they may go back and forth between, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so the sense that I'm getting, pile one, is that your person may have told you some things. The example that I'm being given is maybe like telling you, you know, like they want to get married, they want to marry you, right? This is very, this is their thoughts and feelings towards you. So like them telling you they want to marry you and they want to have kids with you and stuff like that. And not really being quite sure, because it might be one of those things where, you know, they get swept up in the moment with you, and when they say those things, like the moment that they say those things to you, they mean it, right? But then maybe they might go back and forth. There's some wavering in that energy, and so they're not quite sure. It's like sometimes, like when they say it, they mean it, and then at some point they may be like, okay, wait a minute, I don't know if I want that or not, right? That's kind of the sense that I'm getting from it. Oh yeah, because it says we were moving too fast, right? And so this is kind of that energy of them being swept up in the moment when they're with you, and you know, and then I don't know, something happens to where they're like, you know, they're not sure. Let's keep going. Tell me more, your thoughts and feelings. Tell pile one your true thoughts and feelings, please. Healing from heartbreak. Okay, yeah. There's definitely some healing going on. There's some self-reflection. That's another thing I feel like they're asking themselves is like, you know, have they really moved on from the past? Okay, we're trying to figure out are they really moved on? Let's see, let's get a couple more. Your true thoughts and feelings. Your person is asking themselves, and they're questioning whether or not they're really ready to move on into something new. Yeah, there we go. Healing core wounds. And this says to get and stay sober. For those of you that you know, and sober doesn't mean like they have to be addicted to an actual substance. You know, a lot of times we can be addicted to people. We can be addicted to romance. You know, limerence, if you don't know what that is, codependence, if you look it up, it's a real thing, okay? Let's get two more. Yeah, I feel like that's what they're doing. That's a lot. We're not going to take all of those. Let me look at the ones that these two flipped over. Okay, we have always checking your social media, and then we also have we aren't right for each other. Okay, so again, there's a lot of iffiness, a lot of things up in the air. Your person questioning a lot of things, right? It says your heart is safe with me at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so there is sincerity coming through in your person's energy. They don't have their intentions. They don't have the intention of playing games with you, stringing you along, keeping you holding on. You know, they don't, it's nothing like that. It's not them trying to keep you in place long enough for them to maybe find something better. It's not that at all. Your person is genuinely confused about where they are at. All right, let's get to clarifying. What do we... Tell me about healing core wounds. So before I forget, I do want to mention here, it says always checking your social media. So yes, your person's keeping tabs on you, pile one. Even when the two of you aren't talking, it's like they are still connecting to your energy, okay? They are still staying connected to your energy. Tell me more about healing core wounds. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Anxiety, worries, processing maybe some trauma from their past. Anything to add for healing core wounds? Or maybe do you want to clarify anything about the Nine of Swords? There's the Hermit in the reverse. Heavy on the Virgo energy. Your person may have some mental health issues, pile one, that they might be seeking help for. They might have anxiety problems that they need, you know, that they're seeking professional help for. That's coming through for some of you. Yeah, with the Hermit in the reverse in this context, it's giving me energies of your person not wanting to try this by themselves, right? Let me know more. Tell me more about the Hermit in the reverse. There's the Emperor again. Wow. The Hermit. Yeah. So, hold on. And then we got Justice in the reverse. This is some karmic stuff. Yeah, this doesn't feel necessarily like it's tied to you. This is definitely some past stuff, okay? It could very well be past life stuff, but they could also be, you know, there's something going on karmically. And, you know, karma can be past life. It can be this life, but things, you know, that they've dealt with prior to you. This is old wounding, okay? Old wounding that they haven't previously, prior to now, they haven't gotten any help for. It feels like they're looking for help. I don't know if they're actually getting help yet, but their energy I can feel is open to it. They are wanting to get some help because they're realizing they're not able to do it alone. There's something, whatever this karmic energy is, it is getting in the way of your person being able to step fully into their own divine masculine nature. And because we do have healing core wounds, they are in the process of healing that, okay? For many of you, they are seeking out professional help to help them do that. Anything to add? Let's see. Tell me more about the Justice in the reverse. Well, we have the High Priestess and then the Sun. This is, all this major arcana is coming out, you guys. This is like life, like major life changes being indicated here. That karmic energy could be talking about maybe a feminine that they were involved with, that they were with for a while. Somebody that has been and see, now now there's emergency crews and their lights and everything is flashing. So yeah, this is definitely something that has hijacked your person's development, what I'm hearing. But we do have the High Priestess in the upright position as well as the Sun in the upright position. Tell me more about these two energies here, the High Priestess and the Sun. So we got Pisces energy. We also have Leo energy coming out. This feels more like they're being divinely guided. That might be the help that this is talking about. They may not be seeking help in the 3D from like a counselor or something. This is maybe just them seeking help from their own divine inner guidance, right? Anything to add for this energy here? With the Sun, that's just, you know, shining light on maybe. Being guided. Yeah, that's just giving me the energies of, how do I want to put it? Like the path is being divinely illuminated. They can see clearly because it's being shown to them. Your person may have a very strong inner guidance system, pile 1 that they're tapping into right now. Yeah, the information that they need, they're just being kind of like divinely guided to. And in your person, because of the nature of the way that it's being provided, they just know. Your person knows that's the path they need to take. That's the work they need to do. Okay. Yeah, they're clearing out karmic energies, old karmic energies, old woundings, old traumatic memories, things like that. Okay. And because it says healing core wounds, they are actually, these wounds are being healed. They are being healed. Tell me more about we aren't right for each other. Yeah, they're not very clear on that right now. With the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and then we also have the Magician showing up in the reverse. What's going on with the Magician in the reverse? They're just not sure whether or not it's going to work. But that's not going to stop them from trying. This is also part of what they're wanting to talk to you about. There may be some fundamental differences between the two of you. But I'm not picking up on anything in your person's energy where I'm actually not picking up on any deal breakers. Okay. There's just maybe some things that your person is wanting to talk to you about, like, you know, clearing up some stuff. Some examples that are coming through might be, you know, maybe some financial differences. Could be too, what's coming through is maybe something having to do with children, right? Children aren't a deal breaker. It might be, you know, how children are being raised, stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm not picking up on any deal breakers, you guys. This feels more like what they're wanting to talk about. Can we get on the same page about certain things? Because if we can't get on the same page about these very important core values, things aren't gonna work out, you know. So an instance, like if you have kids and they don't, or if both of you have kids but maybe your parenting styles are different, your person wanting to get together to figure out, can we get on the same page about that, so that if we come together, if we have kids together, you know, our parenting styles match, so that it's not creating conflict, things like that. You know, that's just an example though. Okay. All right, let's move on. What is next? Actually, I want to see what's going on with the love bombing, and I meant what I said. Tell me more about that, please. Yeah, they're just not sure. What's making up this energy here? What's causing this confusion? Failure. Their fear of failure. That's what they're afraid of. There's something that they've told you, okay? Let's make this official, let's get married, let's have kids, something that, and what they're actually afraid of that. They're afraid of it. They're afraid that it's going to fail. And so, you know, while they're with you, they'll get swept up in the moment. They'll tell you all these beautiful things. And then, you know, once the the excitement of the moment settles down and they get back into their logical, well, I don't want to say logical thinking mind, because a lot of the times, you know, fear can hijack logic even. Fears take over, right? Your person might go back to reflecting on, you know, how they've had similar experience with someone else in the past, and how that failed. They have a fear of failure when it comes to whatever it is that they've said. It feels like your person may have done some, what do they call that? Like dream building with you. It's not future faking. That's not what it is. It just feels like your person not really being quite sure. There is definitely a lack of follow-up here, but it's not coming from a space of, you know, genuine gaslighting and love bombing. It's coming from a space of, oh, wait a minute, I think I got too carried away with pile one, and maybe I should not have said that. It's not that they don't want those things. What they're not wanting is to go down that road, right? We saw it's a leap of faith kind of a thing. They don't know if it'll work out in the long run. Okay, there's a lot of fear coming through in your person's energy regarding taking things to the next level. Not because they don't see you as being the right person for them. It's coming from a space of fear, not being sure whether or not things are going to work out long term. Okay, I'm sensing, I can feel it's coming from a space of fear on your person's part. Okay, but again, they're working through a lot of those fears here, those fears and those anxieties and those worries with the healing core wounds here. Okay, their energy is in the process of stabilizing. Where that energy is coming from is your person not yet being in their healthy, divine, masculine energy. They're in that reverse still. Okay, all right, now we can move on. I'm hearing they meant what they said. They're just afraid that you guys are going to go down that path and things will end up failing. Okay, they don't want to fail. They have a fear of failure. Okay, their intentions with you in this next connection. So this is what they want. Okay, what do you want with pile one? What do you want with pile one? I don't want to overthink. We have against time, but it's showing up in a neutralized position. We'll find out what's going on with that. Give me more. What do you want with pile one? They want some more time to figure this out. Chaser. Okay, so their intentions and what they're wanting right now is, and this is, you know, this is actually a part of shadow work. A part of shadow work is allowing yourself to entertain all possible scenarios and then settle in yourself like what can be done, right? Or at least making peace with whatever that scenario is. It's not controlling that scenario or keeping that worst case scenario from happening. It's finding the peace within yourself and knowing that you're going to survive that even if that should happen, right? And so literally it's like what your person is wanting is they want more time to think. They want more time to basically, it feels like shadow work. They're wanting more time, yeah, with healing cord wounds. They're wanting more time to complete this shadow work. Your person is needing to make peace within themselves of, you know, them surviving the worst case scenario. That is part of shadow work. Because once they settle that within themselves, that, you know, because if they don't settle that within themselves, then they are going to sabotage themselves. If they don't believe at a very subconscious level that they will survive the ending of your guys' connection, well, then guess what's going to happen? They're going to, like, nothing will ever get started, because that will be their subconscious's way, their nervous system's way of keeping your person safe. And so it's like, well, if we're going to fail, then we're not even going to go down that road anyway. It's that kind of a thing. Yeah, what they're wanting right now, their intentions for you in this connection, it feels more, there's a lot of solitude coming through in your person's energy. It's more or less to focus on themselves before they even can think of taking things to the next level with you. They got a lot of things within themselves they're needing to heal, come to terms with, make peace with, all of that stuff. Okay, what they're wanting to do is they're wanting to validate their own self-worth. They want to be, rather than seeking validation from outside of themselves. That's also part of healing core wounds, right? They're wanting to learn how to fill their own cup, which is that, you guys, that's wonderful. Everyone needs to do that. Okay, but they're not wanting to feel rushed with against time here kind of coming up in, you know, this, definitely not wanting to feel rushed. They want more time to figure things out. There's a lot of surrender. There is some surrender coming through in your person's energy, which is that is part of shadow work as well. Tell me more about abandonment issues here, or chaser. They want to feel safe. Okay, so this is being clarified by the King of Cups in the upright position. Your person wants to feel safe in that space. They want to feel safe to chase love, this love connection with you. They want to feel safe. They want to feel solid, like they're making the right decision. It's not that they don't feel like that, but something, again, there's something very iffy in your person's energy. They're not sure. They're doubt. Your person is feeling a lot of doubt, a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety. When they think about taking things to the next level with you, pile one, there's a lot of anxieties and worries and, you know, projecting fear and failure out into the future, right? They're entertaining a lot of what ifs in the worst case scenario department. And your person is trying to do the shadow work, whether they know that's what they're doing or not, to make peace with all of those things, okay? But your person wants to feel free to feel and express the love that they feel for you, okay? Because this is what, like, their intentions and what they want. They want to be in love, and they want to feel safe being in love with you. And they very well could be in love with you right now, okay? But for some reason right now, they're uncomfortable in that energy, and they want to feel comfortable in that energy, but they don't, because there's a lot of wounding, okay? A lot of karmic wounding that they're needing to heal, and that they're in the process of healing. Okay, you guys, let's see, what else do we have? Their next action and when. Let's see, next actions. We already got timing. This timing is going to largely depend on your person completing that shadow work, that process of healing, okay? Your next action towards pile one, please. Luck. Positive change, that's good. Your next action towards pile one. Your next action towards pile one. Yeah, more hermit energy coming through, more self-reflection, more solitude, okay? You know, because we're talking about their next action. Let me get one more. Your next action towards pile one, please. But their reasoning for doing it is right. They're doing it for the right reasons, okay? Let me get one more. There's the Phoenix. Yes, I love to see it. I love to see it, okay? Your person is wanting to transform. Their next action is a complete overhaul of who they are, okay? Let's see. So Lex says good fortune, positive change, fulfilled wishes, unexpected happiness. Single Life says living your best single life, working on yourself, becoming more self-reliant, not settling for a bad match. Phoenix says rising from the ashes, being offered a second chance, the end of despair, what was lost is being restored. Yes, so their next action is to complete this phase of healing that they're going through, okay? Their next action is positive change, and they have the intention of, you know, fulfilling wishes. I will clarify that though. With Single Life, this is them working on themselves. Then their next action is to continue working on themselves and then becoming more self-reliant, okay? They may have been reliant on other people in the past, whether it's for financial, you know, relying on other people for finances, opportunities, relying on other people for validation, which a lot of people, when we're operating out of wounding, we do tend to do that. Your person is learning how to fill their own cup, okay? Phoenix is rising from the ashes again. It says being offered a second chance, the end of despair. What was lost is being restored. Yeah, okay. And then fluidity at the bottom of the deck says staying flexible and adaptable, keeping an open mind, going with the flow, and being teachable. I love to see it. Oh my gosh. Let's get to clarifying though. Let's see. Tell me more about luck, or clarify luck. good energy. This is good energy. Their next action towards you. There we go. The Hanged Man, but it's showing up in the reverse. Tell me more about the Hanged Man in the reverse, because that can go several ways. Tell me more about the Hanged Man in the reverse. Moving things in the right direction. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this is them doing things on their own. Tell me more about this energy here. They're not going to budge from the spot that they're at until after they, you know, there's a lot about learning lessons here. Yeah. This is a solo journey that your person is on right now. So there's not going to be a lot of communication with you, pile one, while they're going through this solo journey. Okay. It is very possible they might be going in a different direction away from this connection while they're doing this. Let's find out what's going on with single life. That could just be them, you know, remaining single, not coupling up here with you while they're going through. Yeah, okay. Let's clarify though. Clarify single life. Yeah, the Hierophant. Clarifying single life, this is though, it's a solo journey, but it doesn't feel like single in terms of like dating other people. That's not what they're talking about. This feels like your person trying to learn how to become independent and not depending on other people's validation, like romantically, right? Being happy in their singleness and not needing attention and validation from other people. This feels like them closing the gaps, filling the voids and stuff like that, so that when they do come around, you know, and enter back into some kind of a romantic union, whether it's with you or anybody else, they are a whole person, right? And that's absolutely what they're needing. That's what everybody needs to do. Tell me more about Phoenix in terms of your next action towards pile one. Okay. Let's get one more, though, to wrap it up. Or at least this question. The 8. Yeah. They are definitely leaving the door open here. Your person isn't solidly committing to any one door or path at this point in time because they're trying to figure out. Your person is understanding and realizing exactly what wounding can do. And so, again, this feels like a lot of things being up in the air. They definitely are seeing you as somebody that they could move forward with, right? But they're not committing to any particular path until they've figured out basically who they are as a person, okay? Who they are and what they're capable of. What your person is wanting to make sure of, pile one, before they make any moves towards you, is that the two of you can be on the same page and that both of you are able to reciprocate. They want equal give and take. Your person is being very grown up and adult and very logical and common sense with this. They don't want to waste your time, okay? They want to make sure, like, if we're really going to do this, do I, you know, your person is asking themselves this question, do I have what it takes to be a good partner to pile one? Am I a good fit for pile one? Is pile one a good fit for me? You know, yeah, the passion is there, the fire is there, the attraction, the chemistry and stuff, but it's like, but do we have the makings of, like, can we take that passion, does it translate outside of the bedroom, right? Can we actually build and maintain a life together outside of the bedroom, outside of romance, outside of passion and sexual fire and all that good stuff? Okay. But it's something that they're considering. Again, it's not so much that they see you as an option and they're seeing all of these other people as options. They're just really wanting to make sure. They want to make sure that they're seeing things clearly. I hope you understand where this is coming from, pile one, because the energy that I'm tapping into is very sincere. It's very grown up. It's very responsible. This feels like maybe two people that could be on different paths or different levels, and your person is wanting to make sure, like, before I go and waste pile one's time, I want to make sure that I have enough to give. I have enough to contribute, and vice versa. Okay. Now we're going to find out what the most likeliest of outcomes are. What's the most likeliest of outcomes in the energy that this connection is in now? What's the most likeliest of outcomes? Pile one in their person for this connection. What's the most likeliest of outcomes for this connection? Healing heart. So much healing coming through. Healing from heartbreak. Freedom from toxic relationships or addiction. I'm also hearing freedom from like toxic cycles, right? Toxic dynamics. Let's get two more. What's the most likeliest of outcomes for this connection, please? Okay, so we have coffin. It says endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. Let's get one more. Lightning, sudden change. And we'll find out what direction that's going. The healthy choice is showing up again at the bottom of the deck. Whatever the outcome is, whatever ends up happening, it's going to be the absolute best for everybody involved. Okay? Tell me more about healing heart. Yeah, Six of Pentacles in the upright position, equal give and take. Tell me more about coffin. Reciprocation, definitely, for the Six of Pentacles. Being able to contribute, being able to give and receive, right? Four of Cups in reverse. Okay. Let me find out what's going on with lightning. Tell me more about lightning. Clarify lightning. Ooh, the Queen of Cups. I mean, the possibility for you guys to reconcile and actually move things to the next level is here. It's here. It's largely dependent upon, though, just basically, like, again, it's up in the air, right? There's a lot of things up in the air. You know, one of them is your willingness to wait, right? The possibility of maybe while your person is off kind of in their, hermiting phase and healing and stuff like that, you possibly running into someone else and you know what I mean? There's just a lot. There's so many reasons why the connection itself is just kind of up in the air. But with the Queen of Cups, clarifying lightning, that could be the epiphany of the love that is here between the two of you, the bond. Tell me more about the Four of Cups in the reverse. Okay, it can be an end. So this feels like, an end to, I'm hearing mental sabotage. Yeah, because we start off with healing heart. So we're putting an end to, toxic dynamics and toxic patterns and toxic way of thinking. So definitely seeing this connection a lot more clearly. Seeing what it's made of, and what it feels like it's made of is this Queen of Cups energy over here. Sweet, loving, compassionate, connected. What feels like is being put an end to is just everything that got in the way. Like, especially if your person was just kind of dragging their feet when it came to this connection. I feel like the outcome is things getting moving again. Whether or not the two of you end up together, there is love in the future of this connection. Okay, whether that is, you guys just have a bond with each other, whether it's romantic or not. Now, I did see at the bottom of the deck when I was doing the thoughts and feelings, where your person was saying they don't want to be friends, okay? They want to be more than friends. But when your person is coming from a space of genuineness and they're coming from a space of unconditional love, when you guys do get together and have this heart-to-heart conversation, regardless of the outcome, your person is feeling a very special bond with you, right? And so, they're going to want to do what's best for not just for them, but what's best for you as well. Show me the result of this coffin energy. For some of you, this is more of a specific message, okay? So if it doesn't resonate, just hold on. For some of you, if, you are married to this person, you are separated from this person, the ending may be the ending of divorce proceedings, right? That could very well be what the ending of that is. The ending of separation. Tell me more about coffin. Okay, yeah, things being balanced out, okay? And that's kind of the overall general energy. An ending is going to restore justice and fairness to this connection. Both of you, what the outcome of this connection is, both of you get what you want, okay? Regardless of whether or not you guys end up together or not. Karmic justice is being given here. It's being restored. You're getting what you deserve. They're getting what they deserve. Both of you end up very happy, feeling in love, whether it's together or not. Okay, I'm not, because things still feel so much in the air. That's kind of why, this particular part is very ambiguous, because it really just largely depends on your person completing that inner transformation, that Phoenix journey, which they are. Okay. You know what? We can ask though. Yeah. I was just going to say, I can ask if they continue their healing journey and they complete it, what's more than likely to happen. I saw the death in the reverse. So that's not the death of this connection, okay? And that could be the Phoenix being restored between the two of you. Your guys' not only your connection being restored, but it being an even better version of what it was before, okay? Because both of you are coming together in your best versions. I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Now we're going to get direct messages from them to you, and then we're going to close out your reading. If you guys got from this reading what you came here for, do me a favor if you would. Smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated, okay? You can become part of the family by hitting the subscribe button. And don't forget that notification bell so that you don't miss a reading or an announcement. Pile 1's person, what do you want pile 1 to know? Your messages to pile 1, please. What do you want pile 1 to know? Okay, they don't want to let you go, okay? They are very adamant about that. They want you to be a part of their life for the long run, but what your person isn't quite sure yet is what role that's going to take, because they are sensing something very magnetic. Yeah, they're feeling magnetized towards you, and that could very much be a soul thing, right? But while they're going through this journey, they're just not quite sure. They don't know if you're going to take on like that spouse role, or if it's going to be more of a friend, even though they don't want to be your friend. But it's almost like, if it's that or nothing, they'd rather be friends than nothing, right? So their preference, pile 1, is to be that person for you, to be that romantic, to be that spouse for you, that boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, significant other. That's their preference. and they're willing to entertain that may not be the best path for the two of you. They don't know yet, right? That's why they're wanting to have this heart to heart talk to figure out, you know, again, there's no deal breakers coming through in their energy, but there is maybe some iffiness that they're like, if there's a few things that's like, if we can't get on the same page about those things could cause some major, conflicts in the connection. Money's one of them, children is one of them, could be both. Okay, some things your person might want to talk to you about. All right, what do you want pile 1 to know? What do you want to say to pile 1? What do you want to say to pile 1? I look for you everywhere. Yeah, they look for you. They see signs of you everywhere. They're constantly checking your social media. They're staying connected to you. They're keeping tabs on you, pile 1. I want to make amends. Yeah. Okay, let's get 3 more. What do you want pile 1 to know? We have I feel so drawn to you, but it's showing up in the reverse. We'll find out what's going on with that right now, or in a minute. Give me 2 more. What do you want pile? I want to tell you how I feel. Okay. I replay our conversations over and over. Okay, let's find out what's going on though with I feel so drawn to you. Why is I feel so drawn to you in the reverse? We have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, and then it came out with the King of Wands. What's going on here? This feels like them resisting. That's what it is. They're trying to block that out because they are trying to go through this hermit stage, this transformation, this phoenix stage, right? They're trying to do the right thing and the healthy thing and all that good stuff. They're trying to heal. There's a lot of energy from your person coming towards you, but they're trying to stop it because they're not wanting to mess up. Your person knows that they have to complete this before they can start anything with you. Tell me more. I hope that made sense. That makes sense, pile 1. Your person does feel very drawn to you, magnetized to you. I think I even channeled that through. They feel magnetized to you, and they're trying to hold themselves back, and it's actually taken a lot within them to hold themselves back. They are wanting to express to you how they feel, but they feel like and this is all intuitive. Again, your person is feeling divinely guided to withhold, to stay back from you right now. If they were to try to start something with you, to commit to you, to take things to the next level with you, because of where they're at, because they're showing up as an Emperor in the reverse, the distorted divine masculine, things would end up in chaos because they themselves are chaos. I hope that makes sense. So they're trying to heal that aspect of themselves so that they're, because when you have masculine and feminine energies together, the feminine is going to take whatever energy the masculine gives her and amplify it. That's what, anytime you think of a seed, right, you plant it into the soil, that soil is going to take that seed and multiply it. And so your person is wanting to make sure that the energy that they bring to you, their feminine, right, that it's going to be an energy that they actually want to be amplified, that they want to be multiplied. Right now, the energy that chaos is what I'm hearing. The energy that they would bring to you is chaos. And because of your feminine nature, that feminine energy, you're going to take that seed of chaos and multiply it. And that's not what they're wanting to do. Okay. So even though they are feeling very drawn and magnetized towards you because they are being very logical, very common sense, and very responsible, they're holding back because they don't want to do that. They don't want to multiply chaos in their life, and definitely not in your life. Your person cares about you a lot. They may even love you for a lot of you, okay? Tell me more about, I want to tell you how I feel. They're scared. They're not ready with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. They want to tell you these things. They don't want to, you know, they don't want to leave you out in the dark. But for some reason, it's almost like they're feeling guided to. Tell me more about, I want to make amends. They're not ready. Like the Ace of Pentacles, that can also be about getting married. The Ace of Pentacles can talk about valid, you know, an offer that is tangible, and they're not ready for that yet. They're not ready for that yet. That might be what they want to apologize about, because maybe, you know, they may have set up some lofty goals and expectations with you. And this feels like them needing to walk it back because they got ahead of themselves. They weren't ready. Yes, they want those things, but they had no business promising those things. And for your person, they may even feel like they didn't have any business even voicing those things, because your person feels like by actually voicing it, that set up an expectation with you. And now they feel like they kind of set you up for disappointment. And that's part of what they're wanting to apologize about. It's not that they don't want it. They weren't ready for it. And so now they're kind of, yeah, they're walking it back, but not because they don't want it, because they're like, I'm not ready for it. They just got caught up in the moment with you. Anything else? I want to make amends. Yeah, they just want to set things straight with you and make things right, and they want to do what's right and what's best and what's fair for you, okay? They didn't mean, what your person is feeling sorry about and apologetic about was, you know, just things they may have said, ways that they may have shown up that may have gotten you kind of up in your head, stressed out and worried about the connection in them, and maybe ways that they've caused any kind of confusion and stuff like that. They're wanting to balance the scales, okay? With justice that was coming up with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, that's like they want to balance the scales. They want to set things straight. They definitely want to be able to, where you're feeling like on a firm foundation, like you just, you know, like you know where to go, right? You're feeling solid when it comes to the connection, regardless of what direction or the outcome might be, right? That's what they're wanting to provide for you. Let's see. All right, now we're going to do 3 messengers of the hearts, and then we'll be done with your guys' reading. What do you want pile 1 to know? Discovery. Let's see. It says they saw or heard something that turned their sense of reality upside down, left them feeling powerless or trapped. This feels more connected to that thing or that area. Like, remember I told you it's like it's either money or it's children or something along those lines. It's like that they're feeling like we got to get on the same page about this, or we're not going to be able to take things to the next level. That's part of that heart-to-heart conversation they're wanting to talk to you about. Let's get 2 more. For some of you, your person is wanting to make sure, it's like, you know, it's not that they don't want to give you the finer things in life, but they may feel like they don't have the ability to. And one of the things they want to ask you is like, are you going to be okay, you know, if we never end up living in, you know, a huge mansion or being able to go to 5-star hotels and stuff? You know, that could be a legitimate concern of your person. And the reason why they might feel like that is because, you know, they may feel like I mean, you could legitimately be a high maintenance, right? You could be. Or they could just feel like that's what they want to give you. They want to give you the best that life has to offer, but financially your person just may not be in the position to provide that. And even if they are, it's one of those things like, are you going to be happy in times, because your person could be part of some kind of like a business where there may be seasons of things going really, really, really well, and then there may be seasons where they don't, right? And so your person is wanting to make sure, like, are you still going to be, having my back and be a ride or die for me, even when, financially I might be going through, what do they call that? Famine, right? Because there's something about that. That's some energy that's definitely coming through. Your person is really like, are you sure? Are you really going to be okay and love me, through the thick and the thin, richer for poor, sickness and health? It's like, things like that. Let's get 2 more. Your person might be looking for a ride or die, pile 1. Let's get 2 more. Power couple, yeah. So they see that both of you have an equal exchange of power, which can make you unstoppable as a couple. This is your person wanting to make sure if we can get on the same page, pile 1, not only will this work, but we'll be unstoppable. Nothing can come between us. That's what they want. That's the dynamic that they want between you. They just don't know yet if that's possible, but that is what they want with you. Okay, let's get 1 more. Marriage. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, and then wishing well at the bottom of the deck. It says there's a lot of excitement in the air. You awakened a new life in them that has them lost in a field of possibilities. And so a lot of the iffiness that's coming through in your person's energy, you guys, it's not you, it's them. They're wondering, do they have what it takes to keep up with you? Okay, your person sees you in very high regard. A lot of you, your person has you up on a pedestal. They're afraid that they're not going to be able, because there's a lot about reciprocity coming through. Your person wants to show up and show out for you in the way that maybe they see you showing up and showing out for yourself. They want to be able to at least match that, right? Some of you guys are healthy choices all day long, right? Y'all have been healing toxic this and toxic that, and pile 1, your self-love game is legit, right? And and your person is not only are they coming through and they're acknowledging that and they're applauding you for that, they're like, okay, can I at least meet that standard? Your person is actually wanting to exceed that standard, the standards that you have set for yourself, pile 1. Your person is wanting to exceed them, but they are right now where they're at. They don't even know if they can meet them yet, where they're at right now. And they don't want to waste your time, okay? But with marriage coming out here, it says they see you as marriage material, somebody that inspires them to create a strong foundation for marriage. Yeah, they definitely see you that way. There's a lot of fear and excitement where your person's concerned. You have definitely awakened something within them. The only reason why they would decide not to go in your direction, pile 1, is if they cannot see themselves as having the ability to meet you at your most basic standards, the ones that you have set for yourself, because your person, they know that you deserve at least that, and they want to give that to you and more. But where they're at right now, they're dealing with a lot of self-doubt. There's definitely something having to do with maybe some low self-esteem, not being too confident in their ability to provide for you in the way that they would like to. All right, pile 1, that was your reading. I hope that it resonated. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I'll see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, guys. What's going on, pile 2? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We're doing another Pick a Card Love reading, and this is the Confusing Love Connection reading. This is the most in-depth reading that I do, both as a pick a card and as a personal reading. So if you want to know exactly what it is that we're going to be covering and going over in this reading, just check the description box. I put the outline there. Otherwise, you can just kind of kick back and enjoy the reading as it unfolds. We're going to be here for a while, at least anywhere from 45 minutes to even maybe over an hour. So just, yeah, grab a snack and some, grab a snack and something to drink or whatever the case may be, because we're going to be here for a minute. We're going to really get into depth about, what's going on with you and your person and the connection just overall. All right. So keep in mind, pile 2, it's a general reading. So whatever resonates, take it, run with it, claim it, you know what the deal is. And then if something isn't resonating, just drop it and leave it behind for whomever it might resonate for. Again, this reading is available as a personal reading if you want me to exclude everyone else's energy and just tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person. Check the description box below. Booking details for this reading is there. It's called The Confusing Love Connection. All right, you guys. Otherwise, we're going to get into it for y'all. You guys were drawn to the beautiful Bumblebee Jasper heart. Okay, Bumblebee Jasper. Let's get your person's overall energy towards you and the connection. Wow, we have exchanging gifts. It's showing up in the reverse, but we'll find out what's going on because we also have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. All right, so we got exchanging gifts here. The number 27 might be significant to this connection, or the number 9. Okay, let me find out what's going on with exchanging gifts showing up in the reverse. Let's make sure this is the right one. Yes. Okay. It says, be careful what you pray for because you just might get it. All right. You just might get it, and then you might realize you don't want to face the hefty price tag that comes with it. You may find yourself in a situation you've always desired, but know you will have to walk away from or even fail at it because you can't or won't pay the dues it asks of you. If you want to be a famous musician, you have to practice your craft every day. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to be responsible for managing the money and paying the taxes. Even a windfall bears a cost. It's okay, though, because Spirit will help you to achieve balance over time. Another message here reminds you that being only the giver and not the receiver plays out in many relationships in your life where you find yourself in victim mode, in a codependent dynamic, or holding on to a false sense of control. Others may push you to continue to prove yourself. The time has come to distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. Being aware of the need for both give and take is the first step to your true destiny. It's all good and getting better. Not only can you handle this, but you can flourish as a result of it. So, this is your person. This is their energy towards you. And so, they're okay. And this feels, and we'll see how this is going to play out here. Your person does have an eye towards the future when it comes to you and to this connection, pile 2, but there's a lot that they're questioning. They're wondering if they have what it takes to not only take, because it's easy to get yourself into a relationship, but it can be very difficult to maintain it, right? And so, yeah, that's kind of where that feels like that's coming from. Let's find out. Where pile 1's person, or 2's person, pile 2's person, where does pile 2 stand with you currently? Where does pile 2 stand with you currently? There's also something coming through. We got wedding rings. Oh my gosh. This is union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, and everlasting promise. Let's get a couple more out here. We'll find out what's going on here. Because it almost feels like there's a caveat. Like, yeah, pile 2, you're going to get what you want with this person. But be very careful, right? And this could be your person kind of, maybe being a Debbie Downer as well. Let's get one more. Where does pile 2 stand with you? Oh, your person is coming through and they're like they're willing, right? They're willing to take things to the next level and give you what you want, but they're almost coming through like, are you sure? Are you sure you want this? Right? Your person is really like, that's what's coming through. They're like, pile 2, are you sure? Are you sure that you want this? Are you sure you know exactly what it is you're getting yourself into? Because they're willing, right? They're willing to go that next step, that extra level, that extra mile with you, even up into and including marriage. But there's a lot of We got kisses coming out. Oh, and an engagement ring at the bottom of the deck. Holy crap. Your person, pile 2, all right? They are ready to pull the trigger on this thing with you in a good way. They're ready to get this going. They know what you want and they're willing to give it to you. But for some reason, they're like, they don't know. They're like, are you sure you know what you're getting yourself into? It's that energy. Let me clarify what's going on with the exchanging gifts in the reverse. Because this is them like, they're willing. They're like, I'll give you everything that I got, but are you sure you are you sure you want it, right? They're like, are you, you know, it's kind of given that energy of like maybe oh, like the storage, the shows on TV or whatever, where it's like, you know, people go and they auction off like, you know, abandoned storage units, and sometimes you can hit the jackpot and sometimes it's like, this is it, this is what I got, right? And it's kind of that energy. It's like, have you really, like pile 2, have you really done an inventory of what's here? Are you sure you want this? Your person's almost like, you know, there's some stuff in here you might not be too thrilled about, you know, taking on. All right. Like, are you sure? They're saying like, yeah, the passion is there between the two of you. The physical attraction is there. The sexual attraction, all that good stuff is there. But it's like, there's more to life than that. It's like, yeah, you guys have a strong attraction and a strong chemistry. But there's more to living a life together than that, okay? Your person is really kind of coming through pile 2 and questioning. They're questioning your judgment. I'm sorry. I don't. This is entertaining for me. We'll find out what's going on. Yeah, they're actually like with the full and the reverse coming through. They're like, you might want to. Your person. Okay, pile 2, your person thinks you're being a little bit too optimistic. Your person almost is coming through thinking that you're seeing them through rose tinted glasses. They don't think you see them clearly, pile 2. That's what the deal is. Your person is like, I'll give this to you, but they want to make sure that you're seeing things clearly because they don't think that you are. The Fool that's coming up in the reverse here is almost giving me energies of your person saying like, you need to kind of take a step back and really look at this before, you know, you commit to it. Your person is saying they're willing to. We got engagement ring here at the bottom of the deck. We got wedding rings that actually came out on the board, okay? We got healing heart and kisses. Let's find out. Tell me more about healing heart. Yeah, I mean, it's genuine. We got the Queen of Cups in the upright position coming up. This is your person, like what they're coming through, the energy that they're coming through. They're wanting to protect you, right? This is them not wanting to pull any wool over your eyes. They don't want to fool you. They're not, and that could be the Fool in the reverse too. They're not. This is them like, you know, let's take the masks down. Let's put everything on the table. You know, let's if we're going to move forward in this connection, pile 2, this is what your person is saying. If we're going to move forward in this connection, let's put all of our cards out on the table and let's know what we're dealing with. Right? Let's make sure, but this feels more like your person telling you. I don't know. There might be a lot of skeletons in your person's closet. If it's not in their closet, there's just like, there might be something like red flags. They're like, you know, you really need to observe the red flags here. You know, you see, it's that kind of an energy. Your person is really thinking either you're not seeing things clearly or you're minimizing some red flags, okay? And they want you to slow down and take off the rose-colored glasses and really look at things in a very logical manner, right? You might be just kind of looking, the way that they're coming through, pile 2, they're thinking that you're just seeing them through the eyes of like lust and craving and like you're just kind of getting swept up in the passion and the attraction and stuff like that. And so You know, there's a sense here, pile two, that your person has displayed very freely to you some possible red flags, and you're minimizing them, right? Or you're not really allowing yourself to really sit and consider some possible ramifications of attaching your quote unquote wagon to somebody like that. It's like your person seems to think that they may not be the best match for you, but they're like, they love you. That's coming through. They're ready to marry you now with wedding rings right here on the table. But they're just wanting to do things the right way. They don't want to, your person for whatever reason thinks that they have the capacity to mess things up for you. Okay. And they just want to make sure that, you know, you're very aware of what you're getting yourself into. Tell me more about kisses. Okay, so this says unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. Yes, okay. Your person's in love with you, or they're falling in love with you. There's definitely more than attraction here. We had, I believe, the Queen of Cups that came up also. Your person, you got them in their heart space. You got them in their feelings pile too. You definitely do. What's going on with the Tower in the reverse? Yeah, this almost feels like, okay, it's that unconditional love towards you is the reason why they're holding off. Your person, I can almost feel like them, like, yeah, again, with that Fool in the reverse, your person is holding off on taking things to the next level, getting engaged, moving in together, all of that stuff, because they don't think that you're moving from a sober play, and that could be, you know, your person thinks basically like you're intoxicated from like the high of your guys' passion and your chemistry and stuff. They don't think that you're, you know, I hope that makes sense. But it's out of their unconditional love for you. That's why they're holding off on making things more committed or taking things to the next level. It's out of love. They're doing that because they love you. They really want you to take a sobering look at all the red flags that they have seemingly displayed to you. This, you know, your person's coming through in a very open and honest and transparent. Like, they're coming through in a sense of like, you've seen them. You've seen the red flags pile too. Your person's a little bit concerned that, you know, they're a little bit concerned. Again, they keep thinking you're minimizing the red flags, and you're seeing them in the connection through rose-colored glasses. Okay. Let's see, what else are we doing here? I think it's thoughts and feelings. Yeah. All right. Pile two's person, your thoughts and feelings towards pile. They're coming through pile two, and they're apologizing. They're saying that they're sorry for being a Debbie Downer, or they're sorry for raining on the parade. They're just wanting to make sure, right? They don't want to bring chaos and disaster into your life. But they're coming through. They'll say, I'll marry you, pile two. I'll marry you if that's really what you want. But are you sure that's what you want, right? Are you sure that's what you want? Pile two's person, your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile two. One more shuffle. All right. Your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile two. 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That could be one of their red flags. Your honest thoughts and feelings towards pile two. Nothing but drama. Yeah. Your honest thoughts and feelings about pile two. Okay, this is coming up in, so both of these actually apply. One side says you're my peaceful escape, my happy place, and that's actually favored. That's the favored energy here, so it's more that than it is the other. The other side of that says you stress me the F out. Okay, let's get 3 more though. Pure manipulation. Let's get 2 more. Your person is coming through in a very sober, it's like they're looking at themselves in a very sobering light. They're coming through in a very honest, open, and transparent energy, you know, owning up to all of their, like, whatever red flags your person has that they feel that they have, it's like they're putting them all out on the table. Your person's coming through, you know, they're like, they don't always have the best intentions. They can be very selfish at times. They can be nothing but drama. They can bring nothing but drama at times. Let's get 1 more. Yeah, and, you know, that's not stopping them. It's weird. There we go. It says, I don't feel like I'm good enough for you. That's the thing. That's that caveat pile too. Your person pile 2 feels that they'll end up making your life a living hell. They might have some inner demons that you're probably well aware of, because I see them just like, you know, I can see them with red flags just posted up on their front lawn. Your person doesn't seem to be hiding a whole lot about themselves. It just, they're being very, yes, they're being open, honest, and clear about who they are, but there's also this kind of this air of like, they're just unapologetic about it. They are who they are. And this could be your person maybe feeling like it's not that they don't want to change, but they question whether or not they can, okay? And so they're saying who they are right now. They feel like they're going to do nothing but bring you down, hold you back, cause you a lot of stress. You know, but as far as what they think and how they feel about you, pile 2, I mean, there isn't anyone else they'd rather be with. You're the only one really that they can see themselves having any kind of a future with, but they're asking you, like, you know, they're almost confused. They don't know why you want to be with them. You know, they don't know that, yeah, they don't really understand it. You know, why would you want to be with someone like them? This is how they're feeling. Okay, tell me about 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Your person just, they have the ability to kind of, and they might shut down. They can shut it off. They can be very charming, and this again can be maybe coming from a place of pure manipulation, but they can turn the charm off and on. They can be the biggest sweetheart, and they can be the biggest asshole. They can be the nicest person and the meanest person, right? They can maybe be very, there could be a boredom thing here with them too, with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. This could be your person just maybe, you know, wanting to be by themselves at times, wanting to do their own thing, not wanting to answer to anybody, just a very selfish kind of an energy. They can definitely come through being an energy where it's just like they can fall into some kind of a rut where they don't give a, you know what, they don't give a flying, you know what. And that can be hurtful to other people, and your person is acknowledging this about themselves. Okay. Their confidence levels may not be the best as well. Why is this here regarding your feelings towards pile 2? They're saying marriage isn't necessarily going to change who they are as a person. Yeah. Them marrying you isn't going to change, like checking out sometimes. They're just, if you guys were to get married and live together and have something more committed, they would just check out while you're there at the house, right? They might just disappear for long periods of times and stuff like that. It's like, it's not necessarily 1 foot in, 1 foot out in terms of seeing other people, right? Or disappearing from your life altogether. This feels like them checking out. So it's like, yeah, they might be in your physical presence, but they're not there. I hope that makes sense, okay? And there's a lot of, your person may have a problem with dissociating quite a bit. And this feels like it, of course, this is something this is outside of you and the connection. This is something that they struggle with. They dissociate a lot. And so your person may not deal with stress all that well. That might be why we do have, you stress me the F out. That's them kind of pointing to, like, yeah, like, so they're being very sober. They're looking at things in a very sober, I don't know why that keeps coming through. Does your person have like an addiction problem or deal with some inner demons? Because I am picking up on them dissociating and checking out a lot. And so what they're coming through saying, they're being very realistic. They're looking at things in a very realistic manner. They're saying, yeah, we can do this. We can make this more official. We can even get married and move in together. And they're being very realistic. They know, like, things are going to get very real. We're going to probably have fights and disagreements and stuff like that. And your person is saying, when they fight and they get into those disagreements, they don't tend to work through anything. Their way of dealing with things is not dealing with them at all, is checking out. They check out. Okay, and so this is giving me vibes of somebody, like, if you're going to try and communicate with them about something that needs to be fixed within the connection itself, they walk away, they check out, they shut down, they don't talk, right? They distance themselves. Silent treatment's coming through for a lot of you, where your person is just like, it's like the opposite of talking things through. It's like they just shut down and you get the silent treatment until they're ready to open up again, right? This feels like them acknowledging that they're going to stress you out, okay? Because they don't deal with stress at all. Tell me more about pure manipulation. So it's almost like, yeah, we can do this committed thing. We can do this engaged thing, this married thing. But it's almost like you're still going to be like living that married single life. Does that make sense? It's like, yeah, you're going to be married on paper, but you're still going to feel very alone in the connection. Especially if you guys are going through some difficulties and some hardships within the connection, because your person is not gonna open up and talk to you and work things out. They don't seem like they don't communicate. They shut down, they ice out, they withdraw, they go on a hiatus. And this could be somebody that could disappear for a day or two if you guys are living together, right? And so they're like, yeah, this is why they're coming through in this energy, because they're letting you know the way they handle things is they don't handle things at all. It's going to cause you a lot of stress. It's going to cause a lot of drama. Okay. Anything to add for pure manipulation? The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Your person is wanting you to really tap into your higher self and your inner guidance and look at them through that lens rather than the lens of the ego, right? Because your person they are the type of person, what they're saying, they're letting you know, piled two, they are the kind of person that will withhold energy from you. They'll withhold sex, they'll withhold, they're the kind of person that, if you're engaged and you guys get into a really heated argument, they'll withdraw the engagement. They're that kind of a person, and they'll do it out of manipulation to get what they want. They're the kind of person that they'll give you a gift, and if you make them mad, they'll take it back. It's that kind of a person that, you know, so they're coming through and owning up to, they're letting you know, they're putting all of their cards out on the table, pile two. And they're saying they want you to really stop and look at this, look at what's here, because, you know, it shouldn't, your person is almost coming through saying what's out on the table should not be attractive to you. Why is it? Why are you wanting this? Why do you want to marry this? Why do you want to commit to this? They don't understand it. They're saying they would. They'll commit to you. But yeah. Very interesting reading so far. Let's find out. I want the same as you. Tell me more about that. You know, they're saying it's like, you know, okay. In a perfect world, right, they wished that the way that you're seeing things, they wished that was true. They have a sense of how you're viewing things, and they're like, I wish that's the way things were. Because they're like, if that's the way things were, then things would, you know, y'all would have a perfect life together. But it's like, that's not what you're seeing, is not what's actually there. Tell me more about I want the same as you. Okay, there may be kind of a mutual understanding between the two of you that maybe, and this could be true, like if you're a non-traditional and your person's non-traditional, it's like y'all are both on the same page about that, right? With the Hierophant in the reverse, the two of you may be on the same page about maybe wanting to get married, but maybe not necessarily in the church. What is this energy? I want the same as you. This feels like holding off on something. Okay. Yeah, so your person, what they're saying is where you stand with them, right? What we just got through talking about is you are somebody that they would marry. You are someone that they can see themselves as marrying and spending the rest of their life with. When it comes to their thoughts and feelings, though, both of you may be on the same page where it comes to like, okay, yes, that's what we want with each other, and there's some glaring deficiencies here that have to be addressed before we take it to the next level, right? And so what they're coming through, and so what they are picking up, at least with you, where they know that you might be willing to hold off on taking things to the next level until those things get addressed. But for some reason, they're still kind of under this impression pile too, where you're not seeing things clearly with them yet. Or you're not taking things, whatever those red flags are, it's like you're not taking them seriously, and they want you to take those things seriously. You know, they want the same things as you in terms of like emotional fulfillment, right? And they know that the two of you, I kind of feel like that's where they're not sure. It's like, yeah, there's sexual fulfillment, romantic fulfillment, chemistry is off the chain, but when it goes to taking that energy and making it an everyday part of your guys' life and everything else that's going to come into it, they don't know if this connection has the makings for a happy marriage. They don't know, right? And then we got I'm serious about you and about us. They do take you seriously. They do take this connection seriously. I'm serious about you and about us. Clarify that, please. Tell me more about that. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Tell me more. There's a High Priestess with Pisces energy. Both of those signs are ruled by Jupiter, which is all about growth and expansion. You know, so they're serious and they do want it. They want to grow and expand this connection. They want to take things to the next level. They do want that. They're serious about that. They're so serious about the connection with you and the bond with you, Pile, to, you know, temperance can be about healing. It can be about, you know, balancing, but that's like a spiritual and an energetic balance, right? Finding out where the gaps are and figuring out how to fill in those gaps. And they do feel intuitively nudged in your direction. There's a very deep soul connection here, a very deep soul bond. It does extend beyond the physical, you know, romantic, sexual, you know, realm. But there's a lot of egoic BS kind of getting in the way, those red flags, right? And what those red flags represent and why they're there. Your person may need, and you know what they're saying too with temperance is they're serious about maybe healing what needs to be healed in order for things between the two of you to work out. But you know, your person is also coming through understanding that could take some time, right? They want the same thing as you in terms of like they want that happily ever after with you. They do want that. They want things to be more serious between the two of you. With that cup, the Page of Cups that was coming up in the reverse, that can be immaturity, right? But they're wanting to balance things out. They want equal give and take. They want emotional fulfillment, you know, for you as much as they want it for themselves. But your person's being very, you know, they're looking at themselves very clearly. And they're saying, but you know, they're not there yet. There's still that person that shuts down just at the thought of needing to have a serious conversation about what needs to be worked on in the connection, right? Your person is coming through, acknowledging that they may be dealing with some, you know, they're not the most emotionally intelligent of a person. And they legitimately could have some mental and emotional imbalances as well, but you know, they do want to figure out how to restore balance in that area and to mature and develop and evolve as a person and as an energy and as a soul and a spirit. Okay. Let's see what's next. Okay, what do they want? What are your intentions with pile 2? Oh, okay. It's just so I don't forget, it says you're my peaceful escape and my happy place. And so, you know, your person feels good around you. You bring a lot of calm and goodness and, you know, sunshine to their life right now. And it wasn't like this when I was doing pile 1, but when I started your guys' pile, all of a sudden it got really, you know, dark and gray, and it's looking like it's going to start raining. And it almost feels like your person's overall personality, they might be a bit of a Debbie Downer, you know, might just be kind of, you know, kind of pessimistic, maybe down on themselves a lot. And they might see you as somebody who's the exact opposite. And they're like, why would you want to bring this energy to your everyday life, right? And that could just be the whole tone. It's like they're wondering, this is them being very down and hard on themselves. You know, they could be very much the kind of person that's just always waiting for the other shoe to drop. And so this might be why they're looking at, like, are you crazy, pile 2? Why would you want anybody like that, right? You're this person that's super, you know, shiny and always laughing and smiling, and I feel like they do that a lot with you. Like when you may not know who this person is outside of your connection pile too. They could be a whole different kind of a person. Maybe when the two of you are together, you because of your energy could be really healing, could be really, calming and restorative, and so they feel closer to who they are authentically, minus some whatever wounding they might be suffering from, traumas that they might be still carrying around, or emotional baggage and stuff. You may have no idea who they are outside of this connection, right? And so this just feels like them being very hard on themselves. Pile 2's person, your intentions. What do you want with pile 2 in this connection? Karmic connection. They wanting to learn some stuff. Yeah, it says past life unresolved issues. I feel like though that's what they're wanting to do. They're wanting to resolve some things within themselves. Let's get a couple more though. What do you want? There's its soulmate. Yeah. Let's get one more. And then I just saw mental prison at the back of the deck. Yeah, your person is their own worst enemy. They really are. Nobody is harder on your person than they are on themselves. They don't feel like they deserve you. They don't feel like they deserve you. The happiness that they feel when they're with you, pile 2, they don't feel like they deserve it. Okay, that could be subconscious. Maybe not. I mean, they may be, that's, again. So we have karmic connection here. Let's see. We also have soulmate. It's a soul connection, a friend, romantic partner, compatibility, forbidden fruit, desired but dangerous, not socially acceptable, tempting and alluring. They're seeing you as forbidden fruit. They're almost seeing you as unattainable. And the fact that they feel like you're giving them the ability or the opportunity to be attained, it's like messing with, it's creating cognitive dissonance between, like, in your person. They're not understanding it. They don't, you see what I'm saying? It's like, man, your person, pile 2. Oh, and then we got player, but it's showing up at the bottom of the deck. It says playing the field, refusing to commit. Okay, grass is greener syndrome. I don't feel like your person is thinking they're going to find a greener grass. I don't see that at all. It is one of those things, though, with refusing to commit. There's a definite fear there. Now, the fact that this is showing up at the bottom of the deck means it's not the strongest of energies. This is your person getting in their own way. This is why they're like, are you sure? They're almost hoping that if they give you enough pause to think, this is them almost like throwing out all their cards on the table, hoping you'll go in a different direction, because they have such a fear about it. Could be coming from a space of losing you, like having abandonment issues. Did that even come out? I don't know if it did or not. I'm picking up on it, though. I'm picking up on abandonment issues here. That could be that healing heart, healing from toxic, healing from toxic relationship or addiction. Your person may have a legitimate addiction problem. They might be addicted to, alcohol or narcotics or something like that. For some of you, that is coming through for some of you. Okay, some serious inner demons coming through, though, whether those are fueled by drugs or not. What feels like your person's intentions are, and this feels like it's coming from a place of self-sabotage, is they're almost wanting you to reject them. Because it's like, that would make, like, right now, you not rejecting them is creating so much cognitive dissonance. Your person is, the way that they have been able to make sense of the world up until this point, you coming in and loving them and loving them unconditionally is almost like screwing with their, almost like with their identity, their sense of identity, their sense of how they thought the world works. It's like you're just coming in with this energy and you're just kind of, blowing everything apart. And there's a very deeply wounded part of your person that's almost wanting you to prove them right. And that's how wounding can be, right? It doesn't make any sense. But that's what's going on with your person. That's very subconscious. They're almost wanting you. That's why they're throwing everything on the table. They're like, okay, maybe this will be bad enough. Maybe this will be bad enough. No, really? They're waiting for you. Again, that's coming from a very self-sabotage place, but at the same time, you are, pile 2, getting a very good picture of who exactly your person is. It's like they're taking the mask off and putting all their red flags on the table, almost because they're hoping that you walk away. Because if you walk away, then that's gonna negate the fear of going through with an engagement, going through with making things committed, and then them giving their all to you into the connection, and that not being enough for you, and then you end up leaving, right? And so it's, what do they call that, like a self-fulfilling prophecy? That's kind of what your person is doing to themselves. Let's see what is next. Their next action and when. Pile 2's person, your next action towards pile 2 and when. Show me your next action towards pile 2. Love offer. They're going to put it on the table. They're putting everything on the table, including an offer. Okay, including taking things, that's all of it. They're putting it all on the table. Okay, let's get 2 more. Your next action towards pile 2. They're gonna put their heart on the table. They're putting it all on the table, pile 2. Let's get 1 more. Your next action. For some of you, their next action could be to propose to you at some kind of a party or a celebration. I hope I'm not spoiling anything. If that happens, pile 2, you got to come here and you have to, you got to share, okay? You don't have to go into details, but, what do they call that? Confirmation. Make it happen. Give me 1 more. Your next action towards pile 2, please. So there's a few things coming through with what their next action is going to be. The most general here is that their next action is to put a love offer on the table along with everything else they put on there, all right? With all the other energies we have here, it's going to be something, along the lines, definitely taking things to the next level. For some of you, it could be to actually get engaged, okay? Let's get 1 more. Anything else? There we go. Higher power. Okay, yeah. So a couple of things are coming through for their next actions towards you. Pile 2 is, again, the love offer, right? Putting that on the table. And then beyond that is, okay, let's start doing this thing then. We're a couple now. Let's start doing things as a couple. Let's start going out together more, making things official, not just official between the 2 of you, but official publicly. Let's start meeting each other's friends and family, co-workers. Let's start doing things together, right? I will clarify celebration though, because that does feel like, they put the offer on the table, and then if you accept it, that they're going to want to celebrate in some way. Let's go out and celebrate making this official. Let's go out and celebrate getting engaged. With higher power, it says choosing your highest good, aligning with your higher self, connected to spirit on the path of the divine. Okay. That feels like a divine union. Yeah, for a lot of you, it's to get engaged, okay? Tell me more about celebration. Ooh, timing is right here. And this is a timeless reading, okay, you guys? But timing here for when this could actually play out in the 3D. Could be the Cancer Leo cusp, okay? To broaden that out a little bit more, could be, well, I guess this, well, that would be the summer in the States, okay? Okay, so Cancer, Leo, Cancer, either Cancer season or Leo season. More specifically, though, we're narrowing it down to the Cancer Leo cusp. So what is that? July, about the 3rd week of July, okay? Could also be sometime during the summer, I guess. That doesn't really have to matter, no matter where you're at. Sometime during the summer is when you're going to start seeing this play out, you know, in the 3D. Tell me more about celebration. Yeah, this feels like you getting what you want, pile 2. Because I feel like up to this point, yeah, because I mean, you are watching a confusing love connection. You have been feeling very confused. Maybe the way that your person has been, you know, acting, showing up or not showing up has had you in, like, has kept you up in your head about things, you know, questioning things, confused about things, not sure about things. And so, you know, their next action is to clear up things. Finally, to really just to give you what you want. And so that settles things. It's going to settle things in your mind. Okay, in a good way. All right, yeah. And then with the Ace of Wands showing up at the back of the deck in the upright position, there's going to be a lot to celebrate for their next action. Okay, so this is like, you know, taking things from just talking about it, theorizing about it, you know, maybe fantasizing about it, just talking about it together, right? It goes from dream building to actually happening. Like we're doing this for real. Okay. We're making it public on social media. We're introducing each other to friends and family and kids and coworkers and, you know, people who are important to us. And, you know, we're doing life together now, right? Possibly for some of you, maybe even moving in together. That's not the strongest of energies, you know. That could be another step on the way there. What's going on with higher power? Tell me more about higher power. This feels like doing it afraid. Yeah. Your person is gonna, your person still has a lot of, you know, anxieties. They still have a lot of fear associated with taking these next steps with you. But it feels like, you know, especially with higher power here, whether they believe in a higher power or not, this is just, you know, we had a lot of high priestess energy coming through. It may not be so much that your person believes in like a higher power. And if they do, then, you know, again, put that where it fits. This is them tapping into or finding or discovering the faith that they need to do it anyway. Okay. This is your person, like they're coming through and they're acknowledging they still have a lot of anxieties, a lot of reservations, and a lot of doubts about moving this thing forward. And they're done stalling because of that. They're going to start moving forward and doing those things anyway. They're going to do it afraid. Okay. They're not going to let those fears block them and block this connection from moving forward anymore. They're going to do it afraid. All right. Now we're going to find out what the most likeliest of outcomes. Tell me the most likeliest of outcomes. All right, we got Girl with the Snake, but it's showing up in the reverse. We also have Hammer showing up in the reverse. Okay, that's good. Let's get one more. That's actually, that's good energy. All of this stuff is showing up in the reverse, though. What is this? Okay. Heartbroken in the reverse. At the back of the deck, we have Axe. This feels like the most likeliest of outcomes is putting an end to all of this energy that may have been, you know, this energy here. So we have Girl with the Snake. Let me put these in the upright position so we can see what we have been working with. This feels like what things may be now, but these are shifting. Okay. So Girl with the Snake says empath and narcissist paradigm. I can definitely pick up on where your person may have been behaving or kind of giving narcissist vibes, but not necessarily being a narcissist, right? Because narcissists don't typically own up to, you know, those behaviors. Your person is owning up to those behaviors. So definitely somebody that can be very selfish, self-centered, very sabotagey, you know, all of that stuff. When they get mad or they get triggered, they can be, you know, really mean. They can say some really nasty things. The thing is, though, is that your person, they're coming through and acknowledging those things and even saying like, okay, they're not making excuses for them. You know, but they're also, the fact that they're acknowledging them lets me know that it's not true narcissist. They're not a true narcissist. The only reason why your person is coming through unapologetically about those things, they just don't know if they'll ever change. It's not that they don't want to, they just don't know if they can. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. Girl with a Snake, empath, narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable, and boundaries. Hammer says sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Heartbroken says deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. But all of that was showing up in the reverse. All of it. Okay. And then at the back of the deck, we have breakup, separation, stopping the pattern. That's what it is. They're stopping the pattern. That's why all of these, I feel like this energy right here is what you're dealing with now. Okay, you're dealing with somebody that has been steadily kind of sabotaging things in this connection, keeping things from moving forward, even though they've been wanting to move things forward. They've been keeping themselves separated from you. They've been holding you in this connection at arm's length. They've been almost, and there's even for a lot of you, your person has almost been hiding this connection, right? Keeping this connection on the down low. But they're coming through saying like the most likeliest of outcomes for this connection is all of this stuff is going to be turned on its head. You guys are going to get what you want, pile 2. If what you're wanting is to take things to the next level with your person, you want that next level commitment, you're going to get it. They're going to give it to you. Okay? And so, you know, you're no longer going to feel used if you have been wondering whether or not your person is just using you, right? Your person is like the most likeliest of outcomes is your person is going to get out of the way of this connection progressing forward, and it is going to start progressing forward. Okay. I am going to be honest though. I'm not picking up on happily ever after. I'm not. Okay. There could be a very rough start to this connection. And that's a lot of the reason why your person is coming through and saying, please make sure that this is really what you want. Okay. Because like your person is like, maybe who you know them to be, you know, I don't know. If you guys haven't, like, this makes sense to me if you guys don't spend every single day with your person, right? This makes sense to me if maybe you only see your person maybe once a week, or you're not living together, you haven't really done life together. You know, your person is coming through like, it's easy to get along with me when you're only seeing me like once a week, right? It's easy to get along with me when we're not living together and you have your own place to escape to. It's easy to get along with me that way. Your person is coming through really what the overall energy is. Your person is saying to you, pile 2, I'm easy to get along with when we're not living together and doing everyday life together. Your person is coming through saying and acknowledging they're a very difficult person to deal with day in and day out. okay? And for a lot of you, you haven't experienced your person in a way where it's day in and day out yet. They're like, you have no idea who I am dealing with me day in and day out. Your person is seeing themselves and telling you they're a very difficult person, okay? And they don't know yet if you're going to want to deal with them day in and day out, but they're willing to. They're willing to. Let's see, and then I think we got messages. Yeah, so let's get some direct messages from them for you. And then we're going to close out the reading after we get these messages. So you guys, if you got from this reading what you came here for, please take a moment. If you would, you can show your appreciation by smashing the like button for me. It's also a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. If you want to become part of the family, you can do so by hitting the subscribe button. And then don't forget about the notification bell. That's how you can make sure you never miss a reading or an announcement. All right, you guys. So pile 2's person. What do you want pile 2 to know? What do you want pile 2 to know? I don't want to let you go. Yeah, they don't want to let you go. This is like your person kind of keeping you at arm's length and only seeing you like every once in a while, right? Like them not including you in their everyday life. That's actually, believe it or not, pile 2, what's coming through, that's been their way of keeping you in their life. Your person is under the impression that they're so horrible and so difficult to get along with and deal with, that once you get a taste of who they are in everyday life, you're going to run for the hills, right? And so that's been their way of keeping you in their life. Is it's almost like your person is saying, like, you're not, like, you can only handle me in small doses. Very few people, your person is saying, pile 2, very few people can handle them in larger doses. So that's been their way of keeping you in their life, is by like, that's why their pacing has been so few and far in between. They're like, they're difficult to deal with. That's how they're seeing themselves. So give me some more. We're going to get 6 of these total. Yeah, you don't know how hard it is to let you go. Yeah. See, I feel like your person, like for a lot of you, you guys go days and weeks without talking and or seeing each other. And your person almost does that by design. They do that on purpose because it's like, again, they just see themselves as being a lot to handle and a lot to deal with. And so your person is wanting you to know it's not easy for them to not talk to you. It's not easy. What I'm sensing is that your person actually wants to talk to you every day. Like throughout the day, you know, they'll think about things, you know, and they'll want to like share them with you. They're having a really difficult time though, bringing you into that more intimate space because they just have this overall thought about themselves. They're really difficult to deal with. And if they brought you in like that, like you would get annoyed, you'd get upset, you see what I'm saying? Your messages to pile 2, please. I want to start over. Let's get 3 more. I'll clarify that and see what that's in reference in regards to. I have trouble with intimacy. What did I just say? I wish I could take back my words. That's what they're afraid of. Your person has like a danger zone, pile 2. I don't know. You might know or kind of sense or maybe barely have seen their dark side. Your person definitely has a temper is what they're saying, and you haven't seen, you personally, you may have seen them get angry, but maybe like you have never really seen them get angry at you. And your person, they're saying they can be very mean. They can say the meanest things. They can cut people down to their core, and they're afraid of reaching that point with you. They're afraid of saying something to you out of anger that is like going to take you guys to a point of no return. They're really afraid of, It's like your person is understanding and recognizing that they can be a bull in a china cabinet, and they don't want to do that to you. They don't want to damage you. Let me get one more. And for some of you where, you know, maybe they have said some really mean things to you, they do regret it. They want you to know that they regret it. I miss seeing you. Yeah. You know, for those of you where you don't see your person or you go great lengths of time, there we got, I'm not available at the back of the deck. Let me find out what that's going on. For those of you where you go lengths of time without talking and or seeing your person, they miss you. They don't like not being with you. But that's their way of preserving the connection. Your person really sees themselves. I just heard this. Your person sees themselves, pile 2, as a piece of shit. And that's sad. That's really sad. Tell me more about I want to start over. This feels like they want to do over, period. This doesn't feel like it's just sitting. I mean, for those of you where, you know, that is legitimate, if you guys have broken up, if they have said some really mean things to you where it's almost like you're having a hard time getting over that, yes, they definitely want to, you know, if they could go back and do things over and not, you know, say something really hurtful to you, if they could take back what they did, they would. It's that kind of an energy. Tell me more about the Emperor in the reverse. Your person's not okay. They're not in there, but and I know I've been communicating this to you. They don't have the best opinion of themselves. They don't hold themselves in the best light. They don't feel like they deserve you, and they feel like they haven't done things right, not only in this connection but in life in general. With the 9 of Pentacles being in the reverse, your person, especially with the Emperor in the reverse, your person just feels like, you know, they really messed up. Like your person might feel like they could have been dealt, like they've been dealt maybe a good hand and they messed it up. But what's coming through is they feel like they do this all the time. They screw up any good thing that ever comes into their life. This is what they're saying. And they don't want to screw up what you guys have. This is why you guys, they've been afraid to take things to the next level and bring you into their everyday life, because they are positive they're going to mess it up. They are positive they're going to mess it up. And for some of you, they already, like they may have already messed it up, you know, a time or two. And they're like, if you think they messed it up then, they're like, what they're coming through saying, pile 2, is you haven't seen nothing yet. Your person, a lot of you, is coming through as being a hothead. Yeah. They don't want to be a hothead, right? Let me find out what's going on with I'm not available. It's showing up at the bottom of the deck, so I mean, it's not the strongest of energies. Why is I'm not available showing up here, please? Okay. A lot of you guys, your person has, okay, and this can be for multiple reasons. A lot of the times when I see people coming through with like mental instabilities, like they just tend to check out quite a bit and dissociate, it's because they're dealing with a lot of trauma. Their nervous system is jam-packed full of, you know, trauma and emotional baggage. And so it's like, you know, they might be with you physically, but mentally they're off somewhere else. They're dissociating. Your person has a lot that they need to work through. A lot of triggers they need to dissolve, a lot of emotional baggage they need to deal with, a lot of trauma that they need to process. There's a lot. The reason why they're not available is because that's it. It's trauma, it's emotional baggage, it's fears and doubts and just, you know, all of that stuff. It's hijacking a lot of their mental focus and their ability to be in a really constructive and healthy relationship. This is the reason why your person has a difficult time, like talking about, you know, things within the relationship that maybe need to be improved upon, because they take everything so personally. They make it mean something bad about them rather than just seeing it as something that just needs to be talked about, right? Yeah, so I mean, pile 2, your person is coming through and just saying, like, I'm not the best of partners. I want to be, but I'm just not. And your person is, they don't, you know, they're coming through not really understanding or knowing how that's going to change. It's not that they don't want to change, they just don't know that they can or that they ever will, okay? They're just being honest. Oh yeah, we got 3 more, and then we're gonna, okay, last 3 of these, and then we're done. What do you want pile 2 to know? What do you want pile 2 to know? This is at last. It says they don't want you to give up now when you've come so far, because it will all be worth it in the end. The journey, but this popped out in the reverse. Okay. In the upright position, it says this love journey may be long and challenging, but so long as you are with them, you'll never walk alone. Yeah, but that's coming up in the reverse. Your person is saying you're going to feel alone in this connection a lot, because your person has a hard time being in the present moment. They dissociate quite a bit, because that's the only way they know how to deal with, you know, the pain that they might be feeling in the present moment. Not even, I mean, you know, pain of whatever they might be feeling within this connection, if you guys have any differences, but also just pain associated with, you know, past traumas and emotional baggage, and, you know, that inner critic, I feel like, that voice in their head that criticizes them all the time. You are going to feel quite alone in this connection with your person, because they have a hard time not being present just in general. They check out a lot. Okay, let's get one more. Brewing up. Be ready to expect the unexpected, because something is brewing and it's gaining momentum. And then at the end of at the bottom of the deck, it says love is a fire. You set their heart on fire, in the soul ever burning and unquenchable. It's a natural, undeniable connection. Yeah, your person feels all of those things with you guys. You know, they feel the chemistry, they feel the way that you get along, all that good stuff. And your person is like, I'm gonna mess it up. Your person is like, I always mess up the good things that happen to me in my life. Your person is recognizing that life may have dealt them some pretty amazing hands, right? They've been given some amazing opportunities, and they self-sabotage, your person is saying, every single time. And so they're like, you know, it's not that they want to self-sabotage. It's almost just like second nature, your person is saying. They don't know how not to self-sabotage. They don't know how not to disconnect, how not to dissociate, how not to check out, how not to shut down. They don't know how to do that. They're saying no one has ever taught them how to do that. No one has ever taught them how to do that. They don't want you to give up, and they don't want you to walk away. See, there's kind of an inner struggle going on between, because there's a part of them that wants you to hang on and not give up on them. You know, there's almost like this thing of your person hoping for a miracle. Something is just gonna snap into place for them, and all of a sudden they'll be exactly the kind of person that they need to be for the two of you to have a long-lasting, happy, loving, committed relationship. Then there's that other part of them that's like, you know, the Debbie Downer, almost, you know, the ultra realistic, like, I don't know if that's ever going to happen, right? So we might as well just end this now. Or at least there's not one part of your person that actually wants to end it. We've saw that up here where I don't want to let you go. And that's why they have been pacing this connection the way that they have been, as kind of a way to preserve it, right? So there's not one part of your person, pile 2, that actually wants to let this go. They don't want you to leave the connection itself, but there is a part of them that's like, well, maybe pile 2 will see what's here, and they'll be okay with the way things have been. You see what I'm saying? All right, pile 2. Oh, we got permanent mark at the back of the deck. What was at the back of the deck before? Because I feel like that wasn't it. They're saying that no matter what ends up happening, they're never going to forget you. Ever. It's like you left a permanent mark on their heart that cannot be erased. Even if they tried, you will always be remembered. And this is giving me energies of maybe your person may have run from this connection a few times. They may have tried to run away from it, but they can't. They can't get away from it. You're like permanently etched on their brain, on their subconscious. You're like, you show up in their dreams. They see, I'm almost getting, energies or I'm seeing visions of your person, like seeing your name everywhere, or the car that you drive, or just they're always being reminded of you in some way. Okay. Yeah. All right, pal 2, that was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I'll see you guys at your next pick a card love reading. Bye, guys. Pile 3, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Michelle. We're back doing another pick a card love reading. This is the confusing love connection reading. It's my most in-depth reading, both as a pick a card and a personal reading. It's also one of my favorites, okay? We get really in depth here. If you want to know everything that we're going to be covering during this reading, just check the description box. Check the description box. I put an outline there for you. Otherwise, you can just kick back, chill, enjoy the reading as it unfolds. It's going to be a while. These readings can last, up to an hour. We get really in depth, you guys. So just keep in mind, it's a general reading. So you know what that means. Anything that resonates, take it, run with it. If anything isn't resonating, just drop it, leave it behind for whomever it might be resonating for. I do have, again, this exact reading available as a personal reading if you want me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's situation. All the booking details are in the description box below. Yeah, so go check it out. All right, so pile 3, you guys were drawn to the Lepidolite heart. Find out what your person's overall energy is. We got mending showing up in the reverse. We have the number 52 or the number 7. And then we have passion. Passion says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Let's find out what's going on with mending in the reverse, though. Okay, let's see. Heartbreak is a strange healer of souls. Our grief strips away our masks and loosens our tight hold on our separateness, where we view ourselves as I and the world as it. Loss allows us to see ourselves as part of a larger scheme, opening us up to sympathy, empathy, and dependence on others in the moment when we can't hold ourselves together. And it leads us to become one with the greater whole again. Pain and suffering is part of life, and none of us will be immune to it. Can you view this loss, this pain, this dissonance as a way back to source? Let your sorrow break your heart wide open. You will never be left behind. You are loved now more than ever by Spirit, who does not want you to feel alone. One day you will look back and know this truth. So that coupled with passion, there's almost an energy coming through with your person, like as far as their overall energy towards you in the connection. Maybe wanting to use the passion that the two of you have as an escape, as a way to escape. Let's find out. Let's see, pile 3's person. Where does pile 3 currently stand with you? Pile 3's person. Healing heart. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Pile 3's person. Where does pile 3 stand with you? We also have lightning. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Let's get one more. Pile 3's person. Where does pile 3 stand with you? Talking. Okay, so this says interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hoovering, and then we have camera. Camera says reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, making memories. Yeah, and of course we're going to get down and, start to really break some of these down, but this is clarifying more of like their overall energy towards you guys. They almost see this, They are, your person pile 3 does seem like they are maybe somewhat dependent on your energy for healing some kind of past hurts. Let's find out though. Let's get to clarifying. They may see the passion that the two of you share as kind of like like it may feel like a healing balm or a salve. All right, tell me more. Tell me more about lightning here. Clarify lightning, please. Clarify lightning. Okay. It's interesting, and I'll clarify the Two of Swords, but we do have the Two of Cups coming out, all right? So this does feel like maybe some kind of an epiphany that maybe your person has. They might still be kind of getting in the way with that, though, with the Two of Swords coming out on top of the Two of Cups, but the epiphany does feel like it has to do with your person's feelings about you, what they're wanting with you, which is a Two of Cups. Two of Cups can be a reunion, it can be a reconciliation, getting back together, forming something more committed. You know, it's just two people, just you and them, because this is where you stand with them, okay? What's the Two of Swords in reference to here? Tell me more about the Two of Swords. I am sensing some trepidation in your person's, yeah, there is a little bit, I'm not picking up that it's the strongest energy, but there's a little bit of trepidation in your person's energy when it comes to shifting the dynamic of this connection to something a little bit more, I'm hearing standard, okay? Something more committed, more regular, more stable, and more solid. At this point, you know, I do feel like your person is, and it's fear and doubt that's doing this. They are kind of blocking it from moving forward. And that might be what the talking is about. Your person may want to end up like talking to you about it. There is kind of like, I'm feeling like your person holding that at bay, right? But that the epiphany, anything to clarify about that? I feel like that's the epiphany. Yeah, they don't like they don't like it out there without you, pile 3. If this is somebody that you're in separation from, they don't like what the world feels like or what their life feels like without you in it with the Five of Pentacles. This is somebody wanting to come back home. Okay, whether or not they shared like a home with you, you know, officially, that's kind of the sense that they get. You're like home to them, okay? They definitely don't want, they don't like feeling left out in the cold. So yeah, this Two of Cups is definitely more along the lines of a reconciliation, wanting to get back together, work things out, patch things up, for those of you where that applies. Otherwise, this is just coming together in something, and like in something that feels more official, okay? But there might be some, yeah. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles at the back of the deck. This is very slow moving, right? And I feel like that's where that Two of Swords is coming from. It's kind of your person really kind of putting the brakes on things, making sure that everything is working out. There's something going on here with the Six of Swords. They feel like they're needing a peaceful transition out of something. Tell me about the Six of Swords, or hoping for a peaceful transition into something more committed, right? There's a lot of trepidation in your person's energy when it comes to taking this connection out of what the realm that it has been up until this point into something more substantial. Tell me more about the Six of Swords. This may be with the Six of Cups in the reverse. This may be about your person making sure that they don't want, like they're not wanting to repeat some old patterns, okay? They don't want to do things the way that they've always done them. And that can be true both in your guys' connection, and also maybe they recognize some patterns that they were a part of just in past relationships and stuff like that, okay? Tell me more about talking. Your person is certainly, it almost feels like they're getting tired of resisting this connection. They're getting tired of not taking you up on your offers, not including you in on things. Tell me more about the Four of Cups in the reverse. This is what they're wanting to talk about, right? The Four of Cups in the upright position talks about someone that might be refusing to accept an offer that almost feels divine. Refusing an offer, maybe feeling apathetic or bored. This feels like your person, though, definitely wanting to come out of that energy. They want to have a conversation to help them get out of that energy, possibly. Tell me more about the Four of Cups in the reverse here. There, yeah, the Three of Cups. I'm hearing specifically something about wanting to include you in like their friend group. Again, the Three of Cups is also reconciliation, you know, wanting to have a conversation with you about reconciling what that looks like, what that entails. But I am feeling this energy of your person wanting to include you more, right? We had the Two of Cups there. And so romantically, it's like they just want it to be you and them, but they're also wanting to bring you into like their inner circle of friends and, you know, close friends and close relatives. Stuff like that. They may have been kind of keeping you out of all of that with the Four of Cups in the reverse, but they're wanting to bring you in, okay? Tell me about, let's see, camera at the bottom of the deck. It says learn from the past. Yeah, we did see the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm still feeling kind of like a stalling energy. That's what they're wanting, but it's you. They're needing to talk to you about something first. They're in their heads about something, and they're needing kind of like maybe clarification or just having a conversation with you to kind of maybe clear some things up. Anything to add for camera? You may not know. You may not know about this. What is it? And again, it's at the bottom of the deck, so it's not the most substantial of energies. For some of you, you guys may not know that they do have keepsakes, okay? You may not know, like, and this is really kind of sweet, like, but they're hiding this, like, you may not know. They're keeping things of yours. I don't know if you just inadvertently leave things behind at their house, you know. If not, then it could be like they're holding on to your pictures or holding on to your text. There's something of yours that they're hanging on to that they refer back to often, because your person does get nostalgic over the connection. Anything else? It's more than just, and so they're saying that, you know, the pictures, holding on to pictures of you and all this stuff, the nostalgia has more to do than just sexual. If there is a third party element involved, then they are hiding this, you know. I do feel for some of you this does, okay, there's a couple of different scenarios coming through. Your person might have a box of your things that maybe you've just kind of left behind over the years, kind of stashed away that you don't even know about. For some of you, your person has like a hidden folder on their phone or laptop or something somewhere, you know, of just pictures that you may have exchanged, conversations that you may have exchanged, stuff like that. But your person is wanting you to know that it's not, they're coming through and they're saying the pictures are not for the spank bank, okay? That's not to say that they don't, but they're saying it's like, it's more than that. It's not just, they don't just get nostalgic over like your guys's, you know, like sexual connection. If you guys have gone there, it goes deeper than that is what they're saying, okay? That might be part of that epiphany that they had or that they're having, that it goes deeper than just sex, and it can have something to do with healing from heartbreak. Yeah, I feel like that's why we have kind of the mending here. Your energy towards your person, the way that you make them feel is actually really helped your person out, pile 3. There's kind of this energy of your person having become somewhat dependent on their energy, on your energy. Your person is becoming dependent on your energy for that. It says healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. For some of you, you may have gotten your person over an ex, okay? If your person has been hung up on somebody for a while, they want you to know that you helped them get over that. You helped break the hold that that person had on them. Anything to add for healing heart? Oh yeah, it happened almost immediately with the Chariot here, okay? Give me one more and then we'll move on. Oh, they're holding on to you. Tight. They're holding on to you into this connection tight. And with the 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, they don't care. They'll fight. They'll fight to the death for this. They're saying, you know, not against you. They'll give it everything they got. They don't care who they have to piss off, who they have to argue with. That's where you stand with your person. Let's see. Let's find out their thoughts and feelings towards you. Pile 3's person. Actually, no, I need to, did we talk about talking, like what they want to talk about? I think we did. Did we? Let's see, we'll see. Tell me thoughts and feelings. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, please. Okay. So this is coming out favoring that you are my future. And I feel like the reason why this is because you are helping them to heal from the past. Because the other side of that says haunted by the past. But it's like the past is on its way out as far as your person is concerned. So they may have been dealing with someone else for a while. Like going back and forth with maybe like a past person. They could have had a hard time getting over that person for the longest until they met you. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, please. Yeah, your person sees you as their future, pile 3. I feel like that's part of the epiphany too. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, please. Oh yeah, we did do talking. We did clarify that. Okay. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, please. Your person's wanting to have a heart-to-heart with you in person. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, please. They're saying that there's some things that need to, like you guys need to make sure that you're on the same page regarding something before they feel comfortable moving things, you know, into a more like regular committed position with this connection. Your thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, please. There we go. Healing core wounds. Yeah. I'm hearing your person is saying they're putting in work, healing some core wounds. Let's do some more. Your real thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, please. I know, so your person knows that you love them. They do have a little bit of a problem opening up. They have a hard time opening up. Okay, this is interesting because it says you are my future, and then right underneath that it says not for the foreseeable future. And I have a feeling that it's connected to your person healing core wounds and healing heartbreak and stuff like that. Tell me more. Give me 2 more. We'll clarify. There we go. Done with third parties. Yep. And they're saying that you did that, pile 3. Your person is understanding, so they're acknowledging a couple of different things. Your energy has been so healing and so impactful on them that it has actually helped them to jumpstart their healing process. And they also understand and realize that a lot of what they're healing needs to be done on their own, right? On their own time. Give me one more. Your person is wanting it to just be you and them. They don't want to be with anybody else. And for some of them, I'm hearing them say, especially the third party, like that's genuine. They're genuinely saying they're over that person. There we go. I do honestly love you. Oh, wow. They're saying, I know that you love me and I love you too. That's what your person is saying. There you go. And then at the bottom of the deck, it says, let's spend more quality time together. And the reason why that's showing up at the bottom of the deck, as in it's not the strongest of energies, is because, yeah, and that's that 6 of Swords energy that was coming out too, along with that, so your person wants this committed. They want something close and tight-knit and committed and more involved with you, and it feels like they're still in the process of cleaning up maybe some core wounding, okay, that could stand to get in the way. Let's see, tell me more about not for the foreseeable future. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Who is that? Or what is that? This almost feels like them doing a solo thing. Yeah. This feels like maybe them not being able to include you into, like, at this moment. And they're saying not for the foreseeable future. They don't know how long it's going to take. They're kind of like the part of the journey that they're on right now, pile 3, it feels like a solo journey. This can also talk about something sexual. Is your person going on like some of a... For some of you, this almost feels like they're almost like detoxing for like sex. A lot of you, oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. What they're saying is that they've become way too they've become too dependent on your energy, right? And you know, it's like, yes, it was needed, you know, to help jumpstart things, but they need to learn how to stand on their own emotionally, mentally, energetically with the 9 of Cups. They need to figure out how to fill their own cup so that, you know, when you guys do come into union, it's not toxic, right? Because they really are coming through in this healing heart energy, healing core wounds, are really wanting something that is healthy between the two of you. They don't want any more toxic dynamics. They don't want repeats of the past and stuff like that. Okay, and so they could just be putting a stop to things right now, not allowing further moving progress in this connection to happen, because they're realizing, like, if they did, things would just end up the way that they did in like their past relationships, because it's the same them showing up, right? They realize that they have to change who they are at their core in order to have a different result, and they definitely are wanting a different result with you than they've had with others in the past. Okay, anything to add for you are my future? They're not letting you go. It may feel like that to you sometimes, pile 3, but your person is like, when this whole them healing thing is done, when they've, you know, healed their core wounds and figured out who they are and what they have to offer, you're the one that they want to offer that to. Anything to add for you are my future? Yeah, the 8 of Wands are saying with a quickness too. Why is the Page of Cups showing up in the reverse? They're not ready though. They're just not ready for it right now. Yeah, they're not ready for it right now. But when they have that, they want to give it to you. Your person wants to give you the world. They want to give you a legacy. They want to give you an empire. They want to give you everything. But the problem is, as far as your person is concerned, pile 3, is they don't have everything to give at this point in time. Let's see. Their intentions with you. What are your intentions with pile 3? What do you want with pile 3? Forbidden fruit. There definitely is kind of a thing about indulging here. Your person is, if it's been a while for you guys, you know, sexually, they're feeling a bit antsy in that sense. Yeah, tempting and alluring. Give me 2 more. There may be something about this connection that your person does kind of see as forbidden, like, and for them, for some reason, they see that as exciting. So I don't know if there is something socially unacceptable about your guys' connection, something that might pose some kind of a risk to like your person's reputation, or, you know, going against the grain of what maybe other people have expected them to go or what to do. For some of you, you know, they may come from, you know, a family and or a social circle where it's unacceptable to date other people outside of like that culture or that ethnicity. But that's exactly what they're wanting to do with you. Give me 2 more. Your person is saying that your guys' connection is probably going to ruffle a few feathers of some very important people in their life. And that may be part of the reason why they might be kind of, you know, a little bit trepidatious about pulling the trigger on this connection. But let's see, what more do we got? Secrets. That was wanting to come up in the reverse though. But what this feels like, yeah, and so what they're wanting at still, for now, what they're wanting is to still keep things on the down low between the two of you, okay? For some of you, if this is a third-party situation and you're the third party, your person might be married or something like that. They're still wanting to, there is this energy of your person wanting to be with you, wanting something more exclusive, but then, you know, you have, that might be why they're blocking this out, is because they have other responsibilities. And that is coming through with this, with them. It's a secret love admire, moving in silence, more to be revealed. And then waiting, it says holding on to hope, not taking action, standstill, and delays. Yeah. So for a lot of you that are tuning in here, there's something, there might be a third party that your person is more responsible to, whose, you know, feathers would get ruffled if they ever found out about you. And so what they're wanting is to still, at least for the time being, keep things between the two of you still on the down low and secret, okay? But your person's coming through in the energy, like they want to spend more time with you. They're done with that third party, whoever that might be. Your person is coming through and saying, I love you, and I know that you love me, and, you know, but that might be why it's like not for the foreseeable future. There's something getting in the way. Okay, so we have freedom at the bottom of the deck. It says, yeah, not ready for commitment. They're not ready for it with you yet. Yeah, it's something that they're wanting, but it's not, they feel like it's not something that they can yet have. That's where that forbidden fruit energy is coming through. God, this is I don't even have to clarify a lot of these. The energy is just coming through really very clearly. All right, next actions. What are the actions you're more than likely to take towards pile 3 at this time, pile 3's person? No, let's do this again. That's far too many. Your next actions towards pile 3, please. What are the actions you're more than likely to take? love. This is romantic feelings, mutual attraction. Someone has feelings for you and focusing on love. These are actions, all right? Give me 2 more for your next action towards pile 3, please. For some of you, I'm feeling like their next action is to get a hold of you, okay? Heavy reconciliation in this pile. Your person's energy, pile 3. Your next action, please, towards pile 3. Lightning. There's that lightning again. This is sudden fast change, taking quick action, shocking events, love striking you unexpectedly. Yeah, let's find out. We'll find out. And then magnetic. Seduction, charm, attract. Yes, that's their next action, is to turn up the heat, turn up the charm. We'll find out what's going on with lightning. Tell me about lightning, please. Tell me more about lightning for your next action towards pile 3. What is this? What action is this? It's going to be something shocking. It could be shocking, sudden and or shocking. What is this for your next action? They're going to try, and there's the Queen of Wands in the reverse again. What does this got to do with pile 3, please? The Queen of Wands in the reverse, the Five of Cups in the reverse. They may be seeing you as you may have turned your back on this person. And their next action is to do whatever they can think of to try to get you to basically turn back towards them again. If you shut them off or shut them out when it comes to sex, they're wanting to figure out a way to, wow, I'm just going to say it like I heard it come through. They're going to try and figure out a way for you to open your legs back up. All right, pile 3. They are missing that. Your person is seeing your guys' sexual energy, pile 3, as being very healing to them. And for a lot of you, especially if this is a third-party situation happening and your person's not doing anything about it, for many of you, you've walked away from the connection because of a third-party element, and you walked away from your person, and you shut off having any kind of giving them any kind of sexual energy. And so their next action, very bluntly, pile 3, is to try to seduce you and charm you into having sex with them again. Turning on the charm, okay? Sweet talking you. They're fully expecting, though, for you to have your defenses up. So just kind of keep that in mind, pile 3. I'm not saying that there isn't genuine feelings here. There is, but your person does. I feel like their energy is tied to someone else. And although there is a desire that your person has to want to maybe be with you instead of the third party, because it even says down with third parties, right? There may be something binding your person to the third party. So it's not like your person can just, clean their hands of the third party and walk away. There's something binding them to a third party for many of you. Let's see. Yeah, there's that block, that Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck again. There's definitely a third party element here that is getting in the way, that's binding up your person's energy, that is acting as an obstacle to your guys' connection from moving forward, okay? Let's see. What's the most likeliest of outcomes? The most likeliest of outcomes for this connection, please. Your person's coming through and saying, pile 3, if they could be with you, they would, but it's just not that easy. It's not that easy. The most likeliest of outcomes here. I feel like, yeah, that's them just kind of coming through and making a lot of excuses. What's this outcome going to be? I almost am getting a sense that, I mean, you might be fine with it. If you've walked away and you've pulled away your energy, then whatever comes out for the outcome, you're probably going to be like, because I'm not feeling like it's favorable, like it's going to be favorable to the connection itself. What's the outcome of this connection? The most likeliest of outcomes here? Mirror. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationship reflect our wounding, introspection. The most likeliest of outcomes here, please. We got boat, but it's showing up in the reverse, so that can be like having a hard time moving on. That's like the 6 of Swords in the reverse. Karmic. And then palm tree at the bottom of the deck, stability, security. Like, this connection's not going anywhere in terms of, like, you know, this person is still going to be there. You're still going to be there as part of this connection. This says stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. I'll be honest, the energy that's coming through pile 3, this still feels like there's like trouble in paradise between you guys in this connection, right? There's still going to be things getting in the way. I am sensing the desire on your end, pile 3, to kind of want to move on, to, you know, see what else is out there. Not to say that you don't or that you aren't. I'm just seeing where both of you are having a hard time doing that. There's something between the two of you that needs, like, some kind of a karmic lesson that needs to be learned here before, you know, anything in this connection can be wrapped up, whether it's like just a karmic cycle for you guys to wrap up, and then maybe you guys can start something together, you know, on a whole different level, like a whole brand new connection, or it's just moving on from the connection altogether. Tell me more about karmic relationship. So this says fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you. Yeah, you know, and that's really what it kind of feels like. Not being able to move on. Like, yeah, wanting to let go, even maybe walking away, but there's still like a part of you that lingers behind with that person. You know, they're still carrying you with them. You're still carrying them with you. Like, you're not really able to fully move on because there's still something connecting the two of you that needs to be like unraveled and let go of. Okay. Whatever it is you're wanting to manifest, pile 3, when it comes to this connection, even if it's manifesting like this connection being wrapped up for good, you're wanting to manifest moving on and meeting somebody else, for some reason that's being blocked. Why is that being blocked here? Help pile 3 out. What's going on here? What's getting in the way of pile 3 manifesting what they want? What's getting in the way of pile 3 manifesting what they want? We got the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Could be something from your childhood, pile 3. Something karmic. That keeps coming up. The 6 of Cups in the reverse has come up a couple of times. And then we've had, like, you know, the Page of Pentacles come up in the reverse. We got karmic relationship coming up here talking about the past. And, you know, and then even Cameron here says learning from the past. There's something that you haven't graduated yet. And something you haven't fully grasped, you haven't fully closed out, some kind of a karmic lesson that was probably originated at some point in your childhood. All right. And as long as this remains, that whatever that lesson is, as long as that lesson remains unlearned, you're going to have a difficult time moving on from this person, like, you know, breaking clear, or even manifesting a whole brand new start with this person if that's what you're wanting to do. Okay, there's something you're needing to give up on. With the Nine of Wands in the reverse, there's something that you're needing to give up completely. Okay? And it's tied to your childhood for a lot of you. Let's get messages from them to you. So, and this is going to close out your reading. If you guys got from this reading what you came to this reading for, take a minute if you would. Smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to show your appreciation, as well as donate to the energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. Become part of the family if you want to by hitting the subscribe button, and don't forget about the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. Pile 3's person. What do you want Pile 3 to know? We both know I'm not the one for you. Yeah, and for a lot of you, it's because this person is in some kind of a third party. They're in a third party that they don't want to be in. They're in a third party dynamic that they're over. They're over it. They want to be done with it. But again, and it's something along the lines of them being married to somebody, having joined assets. They can't just walk away. Okay, they are tied to somebody else, be it through marriage, children, assets, something. Okay, I mean, even if it's like a karmic tie or a soul contract with someone else, it's, you know, that person is always going to keep coming back as long as as long as that soul contract is still, you know, remaining open. But for a lot of you, it's something tangible, like marriage, right? Marriage, living together with somebody, sharing financial assets, sharing kids. Give me some more. Your messages to Pile 3, please. I compare others to you. I just heard all the time. Your person, so what they want you to know, Pile 3, is they compare others to you all the time. We have I don't know what you want, but it's showing up in the reverse. And so your person is like very clear on what it is you want. They're very clear. That might be why you're not really hearing a lot from them at this point in time. Or, you know, even if you are hearing from them, this is why they continue to block out moving things to the next level, because they can't, and they know that's what you want. Says, I know I was a distraction from your pain. And again, that mirroring was there. So, you know, there could be something about your guys' wounding playing off of each other, and that could be why we have the Magician in the reverse. Like, there's something that you're needing to tie up. There's a wounding. You have your own wounding that you're needing to heal, you know, and when you heal that wounding, that's either going to clear the path for you and your person to finally be together, or that's going to clear the path for you to finally, you know, clean the slate and move on and find somebody else, someone new altogether. Sorry, you guys. I'm going to have to turn that off. Okay, your person wants you to know that they want to feel that way again. They love the way that they feel with you. For them, for some of them, it's like you give this person some kind of a high that they don't experience with anyone else. And because that's coming right up on top of that card where it says done with third parties, they're letting you also know that they never got that from the third party either. You make them feel, there's something very different about the way your energy makes them feel that they never experienced before for a lot of you. And they're missing that. They want to feel that rush, that high again. And they're coming through and they're trying to tell you that it has more than just having to do with sex, right? Although sex is kind of a component to it. But, you know, when they think about and reminisce and they think about these keepsakes that maybe they've kept about you, it's more than just the memories of you guys having sex that come up, okay? It's some of the other things, maybe the intimate moments you guys shared, if you know, laughter, if you guys went on dates, they think about that stuff too, the fun times that you guys had, the funny things you've talked about, you know, the deep insights or, you know, things that you've shared with each other, the secrets, stuff like that. They think about all of that. Give me one more. What do you want Pile 3 to know? Your messages to pile 3, please. I'm not available. Yeah, they're not. I do feel like there's definitely a third-party element going on here. And then at the bottom of the deck, it says, I don't react when people mention you. They definitely put on, what do they call that? Not so much a poker face, but, you know, they can't let on that they're missing you, or that, you know, they want to see you again, or they want to feel certain things with you again. They can't let on. And so, you know, yeah, they might be missing you. For a lot of you, I feel that they are. And I almost feel like there might be somebody asking your person specifically about you. And your person has to put on this facade that, oh no, you know, there's nothing there. It's, you know, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing there, whatever, you know, I don't miss them at all. It's, you know, and they're having to do that to basically placate a third party. Give me 3 of these, and then we'll close your guys' reading. Messages to pile 3, please. I'm getting images of your person wanting to sneak away and call you. Yeah. All right. Messages to pile 3, please. We have coldness. They feel you pulling away. They wish they can pull you back and convince you that they're worth keeping. Remember, I told you that. I told you that earlier. Give me 2 more. They don't like it. They don't like the way it feels out in the world, you know, without you. They're saying it's pretty cold out here without pile 3. Without pile 3's passion and energy. They're really dependent on that pile 3. Probably more than what they thought thought. So we had hopeful, but it's coming out in the reverse. And so in the upright position, it says they're opening themselves to love, allowing themselves to dream and plan because you give their life meaning. They're losing hope, though. That's what they're losing. And I picked up on that earlier. The sense of them losing hope when it comes to this connection. Let's see. Let's get one more. Especially if it's been a while. If it's been a long time, pile 3, since, you know, you and your person have, if you've been no contact with your person for a while, yeah, they're definitely starting, now they're feeling the effects of your absence, where maybe they didn't really before. Like, now they're really starting to feel that. For some of you, I'm hearing 6 months. If it's been like 6 months that you guys have been no contact, they're really feeling it. If it's been 6 months since, you know, you've had anything romantic or sexual to do with this person, you know, they're really feeling it. And especially since that, you know, where they said that I don't react when other people mention you, this is like them also kind of not reacting to you. They're putting on, what do they call that? A stone face, or they're putting on, it's definitely a facade that they're unbothered, right? But it's just a facade because they really are bothered. Heavy on the energies of not knowing what you had until it was gone. You know, that's coming from your person, not realizing just how much they depended on your energy. And now that your energy isn't there, they're realizing just how much they got from it, and the value that how much value your energy really was to them. Because even if they are in a third party still, and for a lot of you guys, your person is in a third party, they are with somebody else. It's like, and then when I compare you to others, yeah, they compare you to the third party, and the third party to you all the time, and it's like in your favor, right? Especially since you have removed your energy, since you've stopped responding, you stopped flirting, you stopped having sex with them, you just stopped, right? It's like, it's cold out here without pile 3. They did not realize, pile 3, just how dependent on your energy that they were. They didn't know. They didn't know until it was gone. Give me one more. What messages do you have for pile 3? Insatiable. Yeah, that's that passion and that sexual energy. It says they have an insatiable thirst that no one else but you can satisfy, craving you more and more. Yeah, see, now I'm feeling they may have been running away. Like, they may have had a sense of just how powerful, you know, their dependence on you was, but they were running away from it, right? Trying to deny it. It feels like they've been in denial for a while, but you guys, I guarantee you, they're waking up if they haven't woken up already. Again, we have that epiphany energy down there for like where you stand with them. It's like they're waking up to just how pivotal of a connection that they had with you. And what it feels like is that they squandered it, right? They squandered this connection. They took it for granted. They didn't realize just how important your energy was to them. And now it's gone. And now they're like, oh shit, right? Because now all they're left with is what they have with the third party. And they're over the third party, but for some reason they just may have gotten themselves in too deep with the third party. Now they can't just pick up and leave. All right, you guys. All right, pile 3, that was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I will see you guys at your next pick a card love reading. Bye, guys.